Hello everyone, welcome to a very special night of racing. I am Moto a Go-Go. I hope you are all having a great night. We are here for round one of the St. Jude Race for the Kids series, where every donation throughout this whole event goes directly to St. Jude Play Live organization. I hope you guys are ready for an exciting night. I am brought to you in the booth tonight with a buddy of mine, Scooty. Hope you're doing well tonight, bud.
Yeah, I'm real excited for the race tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts. This is a very interesting high-flow local cross track that we were just talking earlier about this. I can't wait to see 40 people on the track at once on this. This is going to be straight-up carnage tonight.
It's going to be straight chaos for sure. There's going to be people everywhere. There's lines everywhere for people to take, so no one can complain about any one-line racing. You got everywhere you can go, guys. Make some passes and go fast.
Exactly, and also since it is for a good event and everybody knows that, we're going to keep racing. I mean, there's going to be some bar banging, of course. We got a couple LCQs coming up first, but everybody overall knows that this is all for fun, all for a good cause. There is some prizes on the line, but, you know, nobody's going to win a Porsche or anything tonight, so we're going to have a good time. We have, as of right now, it looked like about 170 signed up for tonight's racing. If we do have as many show up, anybody that's over 36 is going to be going directly to an LCQ to start off here tonight. We'll have first the Conci, which will be a 4-lap, top 4 make it through. It's going to be gnarly to watch. Right after that, we're going to have the Pro Conci if we have enough riders signed up, and then we're going to have two, not quite back-to-back. We're going to go amateur, then pro, amateur, and pro of a 20+2 Moto. Whoever has the most points at the end of the night wins. This is going to be exciting.
Definitely. I'm just excited to see the pros out there. I haven't got to experience a lot of pro racing up front like this in my face, so I think it's going to be really exciting to really see what these guys can do. I hear rumors of some aliens showing up. It's the street lingo the kids are talking about.
Yeah, a couple people. We have Connor Linz that was just battling for a championship is going to be in here racing as far as I know. I'm pretty sure I saw him lined up. We got a couple of really fast guys out there. I mean, some of the guys that I've run sub 110, 108, or 208 laps, I have no idea how they're doing it. My fastest I've been on the pole was a 216, and that was with some work to get that. So for anybody watching right now that does want to jump into the server to watch as well, it is the usual Bomb Shelter 19800 server, but of course you guys can watch it here. And the far, I don't know if it's right or left for you guys, I know it's probably reversed, there will be a little sign there that shows how much money we've raised for St. Jude so far. Any donation that does happen through tonight's stream will pop up as well to let everybody know that we're still raising money. It's not going to be in your face and over-exaggerated, but hey, we're going to at least give back to those that are helping out, and hey, who knows, we could hit 1,000 tonight. We're close. So once again, thank you guys again for showing up, and thank you to our sponsors, Race Tech, Race Factory. We've got, oh my god, so many. Actually, Moto Option might be joining a little bit later. We're bringing them. Heckman Productions we've got in here. Man, JGMX for giving us a prize to give away. We're giving away a t-shirt to both Pro and Am through that company, as well as on top of that, FFMX has offered up a $25 Steam gift card to the winner of Pro, so a lot of good companies around us. And of course, all to St. Jude Children's Hospital tonight.
That's really awesome. That's really awesome to have so many people come out and support such a great cause. It's once again, it just shows how diverse and how great the community is when you come together and you have something like this, like totally neutral cause that, you know, it's not one group or one kind of faction of any of the race groups doing it. It's just something that's a neutral cause that's benefiting someone outside of the community that we can all come together and agree is something that's absolutely worth putting effort and money into. So it's really cool to, for one, thank you, Moto. I don't know if anyone has said that, but thank you for putting this together, for doing all this hard work.
It's funny, all the people think of me, and I'm not saying in that way. Like, I do appreciate the love, guys. I mean, I treat this series very close to heart, and the support you guys have given has been nuts. I haven't had a single complaint yet. We're probably gonna have one, but that is Sim, and that is a Sim community as a joke. But you know, it's, I don't know.
Hard to make everyone happy all the time.
Exactly, yeah. But you know what? We just wanted to get out there for the best track builders we can get. We got JGMX for round 1 right here. We got Vidos for round 2. We've got Bradley Clay round 3. And then Checkers has made a whole compound for round 4. Ooh. So, I mean, we've got a lot coming up. It's even called Moto Go-Goville, which is hilarious. So I can't wait to see you guys ride on that. And, I mean, there's going to be a couple of possible later events, too. And then also, don't forget, this Halloween, guys, I've already been working with them. Road to Recovery MX Simulator round will be this Halloween for an extra charity series later this year. So we do have a couple more things lined up for stuff like this. And I just thank you guys for being here. Like, it means a lot that so many people have signed up to race this. You know, I really would not have expected this much, you know, as far as we've come already just 1 weekend, not even a week. So
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of people talking about this. all of the friends that I have that have been active on the sim community, even in the smallest amount, are excited for this. There's been a lot of buzz around this race series, a lot of buzz around the tracks. You're not only pulling together this really awesome race series for a really awesome cause, but you've got people so excited about it. Like you stated, you have these fantastic track builders coming in, offering their services and putting up these new tracks that are amazing. This one so far that we've played is amazing. It's just right up there with the top quality that JGMX has been making on all of his tracks, and it's awesome. It just brings even more attention to the game, more attention to the foundation that the donations are going to, and all that's positive. Everything is very positive about this, and I think that's why everyone's so very, very excited about this.
Yeah, it's just, it's like I said, there's a lot of times that we are, in a way, I mean, I can understand it sometimes, but we are known for kind of a toxic community at times. I mean, people will rip it apart and stuff like that. I'm being a nice way of doing it. In the 3 years I've been part of Sim, I've seen the good and the really, really bad of Sim, but when it's stuff like this, it comes together, and, like I said, everybody's really just wanting to go. I'm excited to get this started, and we should be racing very soon. I know that scripts are being pulled, I'm pretty sure everybody's there. Thank you to everybody watching, by the way. Also, if any of the kids of St. Jude are watching right now, hello out there. Hope you're all doing fantastic, and this is for you guys.
How's it going, everyone?
Hope you're doing well, and here we go. Looks like this should be, looks like Hegne's in here getting stuff ready. First off, don't forget, we're gonna have a 4-lap LCQ for both AMs and Pro. Only the top 4 make it in, and if, like I said, we got the signups going, we got a 40-man AM LCQ coming up, and that's gonna be gnarly.
Yeah, this is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be madness on the track.
And of course, guys, yes, that is Scooty in the corner with me, also known as Black for many of you guys know. But yeah, he's here to help me out tonight. Sadly, wasn't able to get things ready for RF, and a lot of my other friends were already racing, so I was like, dude, let's bring him in. He has a good voice, and also be sure to check out his YouTube page. We'll have to post that out in a bit.
Thank you so much.
A bunch of people head over to his channel. He does some good work, some hilariously nonsensical work, but hey, I dig it. That's what I do too.
Yeah, I'm pretty foolish over on my channel, so I knew I was going to come over here and kick it with Moto. And, I'm just chilling, hanging out. I'm really thankful to get the opportunity to talk with you guys.
Chase to Sell just donated, was it $100 to St. Jude?
Whoa! Chase coming through. Wow.
Thank you so much. Like I said, in the corner, we even have a little kid. Yay! Good. I'm 99% sure. Let me be 100% sure. I think I've got it. Well, if somebody can, I don't want to pull up the page really quick because
it showed up on the stream. I just saw it show up.
Say
on the
100.
Stream,
okay.
So.
If so, yeah, we got to update the number. That puts us at 800, guys. Wow, you guys are amazing. And like I said, for anybody curious, this does not bounce in my pocket at all. It's immediately to St. Jude when you pay on that site. I don't do anything with it at all, so they're getting immediate donations on this, guys. And I thank you so much. That's
fantastic.
Yeah. I don't have the command to. Hey, Big Fluffy, can you adjust Nightbot so it doesn't say that again for tonight? Even though the kids, well, I guess they can read chat if they're watching, but yeah, we don't. We have a couple of jokes in stream usually, but during the month of St. Jude, we back off on that. So,
we're wild over here. Like we said, the MX Sim community gets a little wild. Everyone. People are all over the place. Scooty's crazy. I said, if you guys are familiar with my channel at all, you know that I'm a wild guy over on my
At the same time, with me, I feel bad. Like, anybody that's ever watched a drunken... I'm not saying I will be this month, but if you ever have seen a drunken month, or a drunken night of me streaming Sim and the rage that built, oh, man. Yeah. That's a show. That's a show for anybody.
Yep. I've seen the Moto Go streams where the vodka shots were flowing plentiful, and things get a little fun over there for sure.
Of course, not during this event. We won't have any of that. We're just waiting on things to go right now. Hopefully, I'm 90% sure Hegs has everything covered. I'm hoping, because, like I said, I'm trusting them on this tonight. Not putting any more pressure on them. Just I didn't want to do scripting as I did the stream tonight, as we did for Amateur of Motocross last year. That kind of became a bit hectic all at once. So. Chase, thank you so much. Chase popping up in chat. Guys, everybody, please thank him for $100 to St. Jude tonight. I didn't expect that at all. You're now the biggest donation. Thank you so much, man. It's like Seems. Sorry, we've had so much back and forth of hosting and everything going on tonight that whoever is helping right now, I appreciate it. Who knows? Maybe even Wheels is back there, like, don't mind the guy behind the green curtain kind of thing and getting stuff going, but. I assure you guys that we should be racing ASAP. Also, Black, if you could check chat every once in a while. I don't want to pull it up on chat.
For sure. Yeah, I actually had the stream full screen, but you're right about that.
No. I'm talking about chat in game, so that way we know what's going on.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't have that
even
up on my
better.
screen, so that way, in case
Oh,
anybody
yep,
says
yep.
anything, whatever.
Yeah, some people were actually talking. What was it? Somebody asked someone to check their Discord, but I don't think it was you. I think it was Greg's or whatever you were saying.
Oh, Heggs? Oh, Higney? Yeah.
Or yes, Hegs. Yes, yes. Somebody said for him to check his Discord, and pretty much just everybody's being
Impatient.
Yeah, you know, the ADD's flowing and people want to get the races going. Everyone's excited. Seen a couple of friends pop up. That's pretty cool. See, that's what I'm saying, man. I love this, man. Getting into this YouTube thing has only built up the friend base that I've gotten, and more meeting cool people, and it's awesome, dude. I'm almost at a loss for words because how awesome this is. Like how many people I've gotten the opportunity to get to associate with and work with and do these kinds of things. I would have never, ever in a million years guessed that I'd get this kind of opportunity.
Yeah,
so
if anybody's
thank you,
watching right
thank
now,
you to
also,
everyone.
not meaning to cut him off real quick, just make sure
Oh, don't
everything's
worry.
going well. If anybody could please check in with Wheels as well, so we know exactly what's going on, because Hegs is not getting a hold of me at all right now. There's another donation. Yellow S2K just donated $10. Hey, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. $10 more towards the cause. And again, everybody out there watching, I'm sorry. Please be patient. This is exactly why we try to get things ready days ahead. So we're trying to get this going.
Oh yeah, this takes a lot of work. I ran a race series just last
wait.
month that wasn't even a fraction
Here's
of
a
this.
restart.
Oh, here we go.
I'm hoping this is going to be the Consi. It should be the Consi.
All right, chat, are you guys ready? Come on, chat, let's get this active. This could be the first race of the night.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in the chat on Twitch. People are really excited for this. I'm seeing friends over in Twitch. What up, guys? How's it going? Good luck to everyone. Good luck to my friends. Good luck to everyone racing tonight.
It looks like, sorry, we're getting a little bit late.
Let us have no rages.
If the race does start going, please just give us a heads up of how it's going, whatever. But I got 40 riders on track with a lot of the skins and everything I've downloaded. We are making sure that we are good to go. I think I'm in here. Are we still loading in, I take it? Or are we on the gate already?
I'm on the gate, but it's loading people.
Okay, loading people. Okay, just making sure. Okay.
Yeah, chat's still going active. Fernando's asking if you can put him in AM. I don't know.
Sadly, once the second that scripts were finalized, we have them locked, so we actually cannot add people mid-race. But here we go, guys. This should be, if I'm correct, the AM's 4-lap Consi race. Top 4 make it in if this is. Man, this is going to be exciting. Or this is Moto 1. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm excited.
We're going to find out either way, but here we go. Oh, looping off the gate is a couple riders. And it looks like Hodge is going to take the whole shot.
That loop.
So many loop outs already. Looks like Hodge Turner.
Corner is a mess.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Yard sale. If you guys need some bike parts, you got them right there. Dwayne Cusano back here holding on to a top spot. Once again, top 4 will make it in if this is the Consi, which we are pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it is.
Do
I'm seeing a lot of my friends that told me they didn't quite make it in. I'm thinking this is the Consi.
Actually, somebody just said Moto 1, so...
Oh, really?
I don't know. We're about to find out. We don't even know.
Yeah.
We're just saying with the amount of people that signed up tonight, kind of surprised if we don't have a Consi, but you never know. But this would be, if it is AM1 or AM Moto 1, which will be a 20+2 for both Pro and AM tonight. Ryan Turner killing it right now. That is true. Yeah, I was going to say, the scripts did say it was Moto, but we don't know yet. But we'll keep an eye on this right now. Hodge up here as well. And like I said, a couple riders in front going down. That's Bigwood and Cusano going down. Sadly going down again. Oh, Ryan Turner, our leader, slides out. Doesn't go legs off, though, but that is going to allow Deering to get by. Got some good battles going already, starting at this race. Hodge up here as well. Jake Janes, Bigwood. And of course, if there's any riders out there you're curious about and you do not see, there is a running timer at the top, very top right of it too. If you see a green flag, that means we're still racing. If you see a white flag, final lap. And of course, and Jake James over the bars. I'm guessing you saw that too.
Yep, that was the last spot for the
look right
transfer.
behind him. Look, we got 4 people together. A lot of riders getting around. We're going to, just in case, I don't know, we'll keep thinking it's a Consi until we know 100% for sure.
Yeah, I do think it's the Consi. Like I said, I'm seeing a lot of faces that told me they were in the higher bracket, so I think you're right about that, but we'll find out, I guess, as soon as Moto's done.
Definitely.
Yeah, the battle for the last transfer position is hot. They're lined up 1 through 4, but 5, 6, 7 are all over each other, and 4th place just went down. So this could turn into a race here any second.
Yeah, definitely got DMC once again on the outside. Rothman coming in. Oh, we got 2 wide in the inside. That was interesting. Both taking a different rut there. I was wondering if we'd actually see racing that close. And like I said, this being a pretty high-flow local cross track, it's amazing to see this many riders on it at one time.
Yeah, it's insane that first corner.
Oh, did you see the whip by
that
was Cusano?
Hernandez. Yeah, that whip to make the pass for 5th place was steezy. Looking beautiful over there.
As of right now, a great ride from all of them. Whipping it huge across the lines to going back a bit. Rothman going to keep it straight. Jake Jane's in here. Good to see him back racing again tonight. Conrad back here. Larkins. Tommy Black, Clark, going through a lot of the guys who deserve a little bit of love on screen.
Yeah,
Marcus Beasley
Tommy
back
Black
here. Yeah, Marcus Beasley back here. Dirty Sasquatch. Yep, gotta love to see him out there. Anthony Rowe back here. Let's see, Alex Cunningham. Alba not having a good night. And Ely Dadush. I mean, so many riders out here. It's amazing. Yellow S2K is back here racing, and he goes down.
My buddy
sadly.
Jack D is in here, not having the best night. He's putting a tough moto up.
Don't forget, it's not Jack D, it's Jacked. It's Jacked.
Jacked? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. No, we've just always had that joke.
No, he's going to be mad at us now. I should have called him Jacked 175, getting his name wrong.
Yeah, right now.
I know I saw my buddy Tylen floating around for a second. I don't know where he's made his way to.
Yeah, right now, it looks like Hodge holding on if this is the Conti, the final spot right now. Yet Cusano and Rothman right behind, trying to catch up.
Oh, yeah, there's a 3-pack for sure. Was it Jake is right back there in 7th place behind 5th and 6th, so any mistake from them is going to open things up a lot.
That's for sure. So far, amazing night of... Oh, and they go down as we are just talking about that little battle, so that's going to allow Jake James to get by.
3rd place just washing in the corner as well. We are going to have a battle for the podium here any second.
Yep, there we go.
Yep, 4th just made the pass to 3rd.
But back out front right now, Ryan Turner did have a decent ride going, slid out, and ever since then, Deering has been able to hold on to this lead. And again, seen a couple of hosts and everything come in tonight. Thank you all for hosting this great event. I appreciate that. Other streamers, thank you for the love. Oh, and Hodge making the mistake. Keep an eye on this as Bigwood goes around. Bigwood holding on to 3rd, so that's still within transfer, so they're both okay. But Jake Janes is lurking right behind.
Yep, he smells the water, the little blood in the water.
Yep.
Maybe
and Jake James goes down.
We talked about him.
Yep.
We talked about him.
Commentator's curse. Yep. So DMC Dwayne Casano is going to go by. Oh, and he gets a little bit over the island in the middle. That thing is actually hard to get going again if you do slip off the side like that. I've had that issue a couple of times. We used to have banners there that would stop you, but it would actually make it worse because you'd actually get stuck in the fence instead of just sliding out on top. So we kind of changed that around for the ending. Great racing still back here. Coming back out front really quick. Deering, once again, 4th lap, but it looks like we're already at 4+1, so I'm guessing this is the Moto.
Yeah, and Turner's lurking back there. That's still a battle for 1-2 is not over yet. One mistake out of Deering, and it could get handed over.
Yeah, it's the reason why, chat, you guys are, I mean, of course we're being corrected with that, but at the same time, we're kind of surprised that there isn't a Consi tonight because of how many signed up. So I'm wondering if scripts might have messed up, but if this is the Moto, then great. Either way, this is all a battle for this top places. Just wanted to keep it as a Consi just in case. Who was that front flip, by the way? Lapper front flipping right by our leaders, but look, Ryan Turner is now caught right on the back of Deering.
Ooh,
Turner's wheeling through that. Oh, there's a mistake. So the battle for the lead, and he takes Deering down. I don't think that was 100% on purpose. Just kind of came in a little bit. And then, of course...
Deering's not going to be excited about that, though.
Yeah, Deering is way, way back. Looks like... Or not way back, sorry. Bigwood's way back from Deering is what I meant to say. Not close enough to really capitalize on anything yet. Hodge back here. Let's look back for a battle. Yeah, Dwayne Casano versus Jake Janes. This could be a pretty good one.
Place for sure. And yeah, Jacob Rothman is just lurking back there too. So a mistake from either of them in these last couple of in these corners here could definitely. Like I said,
I'm surprised he stayed legs on that one. Honestly, the way he hit in the rut,
he hit hard.
Yeah, Rothman taking the line. I like to take better. You just bowl corner the outside and blitz over the inside of ruts. Who needs the inside? And ahead of
Jake just ate it on the entrance to the rollers.
Yeah, that section is actually hard for anybody that hasn't put a lot of laps on this track. Some of those ruts will grab you at that high speed, and you're suddenly sideways. It's it's a bit more difficult than it looks like, but Rothman using that inside, though, will Sano goes a little bit wide there, but it looks like Turner's still holding off Deering for this lead. Looks like Bigwood back here again. Hodge as well. And Cusano still making his way up. Rothman, let's go back a little bit further, see if any more battles are back here. Yep, looks like Larkins and Conrad on the two-stroke, it sounds like. Actually, that's not. That's Kaiser. Oh, sweet. And again, thank you guys for the donation still coming in. 8:15 now. Overall, I need to update that after this race. Thank you guys again. We're so close to hitting 1,000 tonight. That'd be amazing. But right now, yep, looks like Deering doing the best he can up here still. Bigwood still in third. Turner is having to deal with a lapper there. He does. Oh, and Deering does go down in second, legs off. So that should be Bigwood passing. It is. So Bigwood's now going to take over second. Deering still has a good spot here, though. Top 3 is nothing to be ashamed of.
No, not at all. Turner might. Well, no, I don't want to say. I'm not going to curse anyone. Turner's looking good out front.
Yeah, the commentator's curse will happen quite a few times throughout tonight. So either way.
Yeah. Yeah, the top 4 have been looking great since the start of the Moto. They got away from the accidents from the first start pileups. They got clearer tracks, and they've been kind of battling with each other. 4th place has kind of been at the back, but they've also moved in and out of the top 3 as well. That battle of 5th, 6th, and 7th has been really hot the whole time.
Yeah, it seems like they've been
staying really close. It looks like Dwayne maybe pulled. Yeah, 6 and 7 are still on top of each other. Dwayne kind of pulled out a little bit on them, but any kind of accident, any cross-rutting, God forbid, a legs off, that goes 6, 7 seconds easily right there. So anything's possible until you cross that finish line. You can't really ride it at home.
Bigwood's taking to the lead as we've been talking about the guys behind. Turner now to second, Deering right here in third. We got lappers right ahead of Turner and Deering.
Ooh, this is going to get interesting. Lappers always play into things.
Oh, Lapper actually being smart there, going a little bit off track, letting it by. Oh, and Deering clips a Lapper. Wow. That was a bad
right
move.
There. Oh, no, Hodge is a little out. It's going to take him a sec to come in and maybe make pressure on him.
Well, let's quickly, since you guys haven't really seen much, I'm going to go a quick onboard lap with our leader. If you want, just keep an eye on anything going on behind in case something does happen for us. But again, thank you to everybody in chat. I don't even know how many are watching right now, but I thank each and every one of you for being here tonight for such an amazing cause. Once again, for anybody new, this is St. Jude Round 1 Race for the Kids series. Is our 2nd annual doing this. And every donation goes straight to the kids at St. Jude.
And the donations have been rolling in, guys. You guys are doing wonderful. I think what was the last update? It was 8:15.
8:15. Yep. I'll update it as soon as this race is over. Yep.
That's phenomenal. Salute to you guys, everyone. That is wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone that has been putting in the work, putting in those donations. Like Moto was saying, thank you everyone who's hosting and all the racers tonight.
Yeah, it's great. And then also, of course, if anybody didn't see yet, that any donations you do throughout this whole stream will pop up on stream, and we'll make sure to give you credit where credit is due as these guys are racing for, bringing more money to a great cause. And of course, winner will be getting a t-shirt for each class from JGMX, which is really cool of them. And then winner of Pro gets a $25 Steam gift card. But of course, it's more about the race for the kids. Oh, the leader has a lapper go into him right there. That
4th and 5th just got into each other. Oh, and first and second. This just got exciting. Oh,
there's a little bit of contact with the top 2. Turner's not going to be happy. What's funny is a couple, and nothing against him. Turner's a good friend of mine. I've known him for a while. Some people are calling him a sandbag for tonight, and it looks like Bigwood might actually answer to see if he could take out the sandbag. Oh, and Lapper on track, barely getting off in front of him. Let's go back a little bit further. Looks like Deering's still on 3rd, Hodge 4th, Sada 5th, James back here, Clark, Rothman, Kaiser, Larkins, Beasley. Beasley is up to a better spot. Beasley up to 12th now. Not a bad ride for the Dirty Sasquatch.
Beasley up to 12th.
Yeah.
Tommy Black still sitting at 13th. He was about 11th for a minute, so that, consistency, that's looking good.
Yeah, our motos tonight will be a 20 plus 2, so 20 minutes plus 2 laps, roughly a 25-minute moto each. Conrad throwing it so dirty in front of Beasley right now. Let's keep an eye back here for... Oh, and a couple riders down here. Looks like Rothman and Kaiser go down together in the corner.
The field is so deep. I just took a run, and there's 38 guys, I think it was, all still putting laps down. This is ridiculous, guys.
Yeah, it's amazing to see so many turn out for such a good event and so many actually still riding. You know, a lot of times, you know, sometimes 10 people will bail out already when they know that the race is kind of over, but everybody's sticking around for this one tonight, which is really cool.
It is hot right now. Hodge and Dwayne are going at it. Oh, and Dwayne makes a mistake in the S turns and lets Hodge catch right back up.
Yeah, I got right back to there his second he went down, checking ahead of him too.
Deering's not too far behind Turner as well. They've got lappers all over the place, so they got to get clear of those guys. And Bigwood's just a corner in front of Turner. So it's still anybody's race if there's a mistake.
Yeah, it's an interesting group up in this top 10. A couple of the riders in here, not saying a bad way, I did not expect to see having such a good night already so far, but it is one of those type of tracks that, honestly, anybody could be good at it. It's not super gnarly. It's, you know, all about the flow. You can keep going throughout the track. Oh, looks like we're getting a little bit of server slowdown, but nothing too bad.
Momentum is your friend for
Yes,
sure
100%.
on this track. You have to keep your momentum up. As soon as you start bogging the bike, the wheels spin, you cross rut, things get bad.
Keeping an eye on this battle back here. Hodge still with him. And then right behind him, Kaiser and Rothman going at it. Looks like Kaiser makes a small mistake.
I think Jake Janes made his way up to 4th. I think that might be the highest up he's made it so far this moto. I could be mistaken.
Yeah, James is usually pretty fast. I haven't seen him much in the game lately. He actually helped out a ton with last year's St. Jude. He was the one that put together the video and helped us out a lot with all the setup of the first ever St. Jude. So it's good to see him back here again. Oh, as we talk about him,
we need to stop talking about
curse again. Oh, man.
Oh, man. Sorry about that, Jake. You're an awesome dude.
But Bigwood still holding it strong out front. We are about 14 minutes into a 20+2.
Turner is lurking back there, though. They are in the same straightaway currently.
Yeah, watching him right now, looks like he's only about 1.1 seconds behind, so definitely
he's right there. Any little mistake from Bigwood, and it's opened up. Oh, Turner went outside carrying the speed in the bull corner, pulling up right on the rear wheel of Bigwood. This is going to turn into a great race, guys. A little brake check in the inside. He's real well. Turner's got a little faster lap time than Bigwood, so there's a chance that if he can keep it together and stay consistent, he may be able to get ahead of him.
Yeah, Turner just keeping it there, and I feel bad, guys. We're watching so much of you know, this front pack, but hey, it's a good battle here for the win. Oh, yeah. I thought Turner was going over the bars there a little bit.
Yeah, we should probably stop talking about Turner.
And that is interesting too. I just thought about that. Our leaders right now is 250 versus 450. So being an open class, it's interesting to see how fast some guys are on the slower bike because, you know, the agility, going around corners, stuff like that. But you know, it's interesting to see them duel it out. Especially pro class. I want to see if somebody could get on a 125 and rip it out there.
The two smoker. Your boy Scooty Puff loves two smokers. I love my 125s and 250s, and I'm always on one of those in this game, so I was hoping to see someone repping the two smoker, but unfortunately the classes are so stacked and so fast that I don't know if anybody's going to get the chance.
True. Also, I haven't been able to check any lap times. What are our front runners doing right now, if you can check it on that?
Bigwood's fastest lap is a 2:16, which was his last lap. He is feeling the pressure for sure. Turner, who's right behind him, last lap was a 2:13, and that is his best lap. So they are currently running their best laps. They are right next to each other.
Oh, yeah, this is a good battle right here.
This is going to set up to be a fantastic battle.
And we're close to the end right now. We're at 16 minutes right now. I mean, we still got a couple of laps, but this is late in the moto.
Very late. Hey guys, if you don't know what it's like to run these long motos, I'm not fast by any means.
Bigwood with the problem, sorry.
But after 15 minutes, I was going to say, the endurance comes into key, guys. You've got to be focused on this. Your eyes hurt, your fingers are sore. Like, it takes a lot to go this fast for this long. So, you know, shout out to these guys. Like, they're putting a fantastic battle on for us.
Yeah, and on top of that, don't forget, it's not just one 25, 26-minute moto. It's two of them. Not back-to-back, but within, you know, an hour-ish of the last one. So it's a lot of work, and we joke about it, but it's real. Thumb pump does come into play.
It's real.
It's and not only that, but
pass the lead too.
Oh yeah, Bigwood. I don't know how he saved that, to be honest.
I don't know how he saved that either. Turner puts it down. He's got those consistent lap types hooking up for him right now. Looks like the last 2 laps he did were 2:16s, but that 2:15 for the last lap by Turner, 2:13 before that, that's a difference of what, 4 seconds over the 2 laps. That adds up when you're right on another rider. So that's why you made him, or you saw him make that
definitely
path.
As we've seen, like, and what's funny is that Turner will every once in a while turn it on, I mean, you might as well say with his last name, but, you know, he'll take off and then Bigwood will get him right back. And I mean, these two can't seem to separate at all, which makes for good racing for us, but, you know, to them it's stressful.
He's still right there with him, and there's a lapper right in front of Turner, 2 lappers now, so anything is possible. So like we said, we're not even to the white flag yet, so you got to be there. You can't win unless you cross the line first, you know? So you got to make sure you keep the wheels on the ground and keep moving forward. Oh, as we're talking about it, a mistake from Turner.
Yep, and there goes Bigwood. Oh, and he clips.
Oh, no!
Oh, was that with a lapper or was that Turner? That was with a lapper.
Yep. Yeah, that was with a lapper.
So that's definitely going to separate them two quite a bit unless Turner makes a bigger mistake than he just did. Got a little slide out there, but not quite a legs off. Let me check a little bit back further really quick, give some guys some credit. Deering's still back here in third. Hodge versus Janes. We've got these two together once again. This is for fourth. Oh, and they get together. They're both down, but except for Hodge stays legs on.
I just heard in the chat that Big Woods is telling his friends that he's got thumb pump, so he's feeling the pressure, guys. Like we said, this is real.
DMC, Dwayne Casano getting back together with Rothman again. Another battle here. Oh, and Dwayne makes a little mistake.
Turner makes a mistake up front as well. Guys are feeling the long moto right now.
Yeah, somebody in chat just said, I'm not 100% sure he could be kidding, or it might actually be serious, but he said, Bigwood told me he's feeling the thumb pump right now. So, I mean, it looks like the way he's riding, and I'm not saying in a hateful way, it's just towards the end, especially if you've, you know, been excited, you got your heart racing, you're trying to battle for the lead, as dumb as it is in a video game, you tremble, you get that thumb pump, and I don't know, it looks possible with these guys up front right now.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I got to give a shout out. Oh, of course, as I'm looking at him, my boy Mark Dog in the top 10. He wasn't 7th, but he went down. And where did he go? Tommy Black in the top 10. And I mentioned him, and he goes down. I am cursing. Sorry, friends. I will never mention you again because you'll crash right away.
Tommy Black casing so hard right there. Yeah, here's
Mark
Beasley
Dog
right with him.
Oh,
yep. Good to see another one of our good YouTube celebrities out here.
And Adam Robson right there. 9, 10, and 11 right there, all on top of each other, trying to get in that top 10 and get a single-digit finish.
I'm kind of surprised he threw that whip so close to him.
Oh, I know. That was brave.
Oh, and there's a down rider.
No.
Beasley gets the Christmas gift and going ahead. Let's go back a front real quick. Nothing crazy.
Jake's down in 5th place, 4th.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, as you said, Hodge now up to 4th. Yep, Jane's back to 5th, as you were just talking about.
So Ryan Turner has a nice little lead, about 6 seconds right now over Bigwood. Bigwood ran a 2:26 last lap. Now, that is much faster than I can run, but that is not what he's been running.
That's a multiple. Oh, he got lucky there. As we're watching him, he just had a lapper go down right in front of him. But yeah, that's multiple legs off in one lap to have that lap time for sure.
So hopefully he can put it back together. It looks like Turner may have also made a mistake. His last lap is a 2:25. So like I keep saying, it is not over until these guys cross the finish line.
Take a look back at this in 8th place. We got a 4-rider train going right here. We got Tommy Black, Cunningham, Beasley, Rothman all together. Also Gatlin too. Gatlin
Gatlin's
right here.
getting in there. Oh my gosh, guys. There are so many riders.
This is all for a top 10 too. Like
Tommy making it up to 8th. Dwayne in 7th. Dwayne's been dropping back a little bit. He was in that top 4 for a little bit.
Looks like Rothman with a little mistake.
Oh, man, this is craziness. That top 10 battle, what is it, 8th through 12, it looks like 13th maybe. This is insane. You guys are all on top of each other.
Yep. Beasley doing his best to hold on. Beasley I'm proud of right now. It's keeping that top 10 live. I mean, I know him going into this, he didn't feel too confident. He's showing right now he could get a top 10.
Yeah, that feels good. If you weren't feeling confident up on the gate.
Oh, and a couple riders down ahead. 10. Did he just go up? He did.
Christmas gifts.
Oh, he throws it away.
No.
Let's go back to the front really quick just in case. Turner still out front. Bigwood, Deering, Hodge, Janes, Kaiser. Looks like the battle back here is what we're watching.
Bigwood opened it up. He's got a 9.5 second lead.
Oh, Beasley goes legs off on the big triple.
Oh, no.
And then is that...
Oh, and riders are collecting.
Yeah, I was going to say, somebody just collected with him. That was Cusano.
Hi.
Also, guys, by the way, if you're enjoying the track tonight, and you guys are, thank you to him, by the way. GGMT Bike is the one that made this track. He's in chat right now. Give him some love, guys. He deserves a lot of credit for making this track.
Huge love. Fantastic tracks. Like I said, you have got some A+ content creators on this stuff for you, man. This is some amazing stuff going on.
Raunton right now. Ryan Turner has 4 lappers around him in the lead right now.
Oh, he's got to be upset, hoping to get around these guys with as little effort.
One was down next to him.
These guys are also still racing for position, so while the leader's coming around, they're still trying to hold as best a line as they can to maintain their own positions. I got to think he's lapping probably somewhere in the teens at this point, you know?
That was Cusano. He just lapped just now, and Cusano was right about 10th. So, yeah, he's lapping up into the top 10.
Yeah, he's way in there. So those guys, as we just showed you, are the very thickest of battle themselves. So they're not really trying to completely move out of the way, but, there are rules. You got to move over for your leaders.
Yeah, don't pull a Reed. Just, let him by.
Yes. Thank you, Moto. I love you for that. Don't pull a Reed.
I mean, at the same time, don't get me wrong. I love the fact that he gave him a little bit back after taking him out first turn of the main the week before, and also what he said. But, I mean, 1 lap, half a lap, that's okay. Don't do it for 3+. Like, that was too much.
Yes, I agree with you entirely. I don't mind. I don't need motocross to be a super padded, nice sport and everyone's nice to each other.
Ooh.
But there's some respect that needs to be given to each
Deering,
other.
I think, just gotten back up from a mistake. Bigwood has caught back up to the back of him, but they do have lappers separating them. And that lapper on the inside just went down hard. So Turner's still your leader. We're at 11 laps right now. 23:44 means probably next time through or the time after. Yep, here it is. White flag. Moto 1 here for the amateur class. Looks like Turner might be your winner here, but anything could happen.
He's got a big lead. As long as he keeps it consistent and doesn't throw it away, he should be able to bring the checkered flag home for sure. Deering, on the other hand, as we just talked about it, Turner goes down, not legs off, but down for a second.
Yeah, anything that can happen here. Deering is trying to get it to catch up just a little bit more here.
Yeah, Deering, he's been battling up front. Bigwood's been battling up front, too. He's still kind of closing in on Deering, not trying to let it get too far out. But he's been battling for the lead, so he wants to be as high up on the box as he can be.
Yeah, he definitely needs to put on the line right now. I mean, it's one of those make it or break it. But at the same time, you do still have a whole nother moto today, so you got to be a little bit careful of your position and not throw away too much for points.
A 3-1, hypothetically, versus like a 1-5. I mean, come on, it's simple math. You know who's going to win.
Oh, and yep, there goes Dwayne Cusano. The Bigwood goes by. So.
Turner down hard in the chat. Let me go to the front. Down hard, but with enough lead that I don't think he's sweating.
Yeah, it looks like he was fine there. Getting close to the end of this.
5.5 seconds.
But crazy, 12 laps is how long we're going to go on this track. It's amazing to think of going back to motocross again very soon for all the RF guys and everything, that we're back to long races. And it doesn't feel like it, even though it's the same amount of time on a supercross track, but the length of the track really makes that 20 minutes even that much harder.
This is a nice hybrid, though. It's like it's got a lot of supercross elements, but it feels a lot like a motocross track when you're riding on it. So, because you've got those high-speed sections.
Battle for second coming up close as we're just on. Sorry to cut you off. Bigwood right here.
Lurking right there.
Capitalize on Deering. Deering, though, kind of been that underdog in this battle, so I wonder if he could hold off. Turner, a little bit of a mistake in the
Bigwood
S-turn.
was battling for the lead for a while.
Here we go into the S-turn. Pretty much the most important spot on the track, depending on how well you can run it. Bigwood launching into that turn.
Launching into that turn. Bigwood is giving everything he has. Oh, Bigwood, respect, because you were laying everything you had out to make sure that you could get back up to that second place, so I can't do anything.
Trying to go back on the inside, not quite, but looks like your winner coming across here in just a second. And there it is. Your winner of Moto 1 here is going to be Ryan Turner. Looks like Deering, if he holds on here, ahead of Bigwood. And so second and third there. Great ride for him. Jake Janes, awesome to see a top 5.
Yeah, Jake's made a lot of moves. Like I said, he was not part of that top 4 battle that we were going on about early in the race. So
I think he was as far back as 12th at one point and came all the way back. And also, fastest lap time of Ryan Turner, 2:13 for this race.
Wow. That is insanely fast.
But of course, he is an EMF pro, so we might have to look at rolling of round 2 if we let him keep in the AM class or not.
Yeah.
But we do want to keep it fair for everybody, you know what I mean? Just everybody has a good chance. Somebody asked you, chat, is a block pound out yet? Yes, it is. It's been out for a bit.
Block Pound is another fantastic track. Make sure you're going down.
So many tracks in one area. Yep, it's so cool, the compound he made. But waiting on Jake James, it's amazing how far back these guys were on such a long track.
Wow, the lapping was up to 10th place.
Yep.
That is insanity.
Yeah, but the good side is all the people from 9th down, well, 9th to 3rd, are locked into their position unless a battle happens between them. So James is across for the 4th spot. Here comes Kaiser for 5th. And he goes across the line. Oh, Hodge goes down. Where is Robson? Bit far back.
Oh, Robson's going hot, too. He's maybe trying to make up some ground.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where Hodge was down at on the track, but I don't think he's going to get there in time.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yep, so here he goes across the final section.
Fantastic racing. This is amazing. Thank you so much, Moto, for letting me be part of this. This is just an amazing event to be watching even. I'm actually really happy I'm not racing because I would be in a complete embarrassment and I would have probably not even been on the line with these guys. But to be here watching this is amazing. This is just fantastic.
It is one of the joys of the sport, and you know, one thing I'm glad to be able to be the Shaheen of this, you know what I mean, and just have fun. Sure. Robson through in 7th, and I'm happy to have you with us tonight. I do appreciate it. We still got a lot. We still have 3 whole motos ahead of us tonight, so we've got a long way to go. But what I'm excited about is we just watched the AMs get around here as Gatlin goes across in 8th. We got pros coming up next, and I cannot wait to see the lap time some of these guys are pulling on this track.
Oh, I know. The battling was so intense. Like 1st through 4th had it going for a long time. Then there was the 7th through 13th. Like there's battling everywhere on the track, and it's like this was just the amateur class.
Oh yeah.
Now we're gonna have the pros out here who have been racing with each other all season long in the RF Supercross stuff. That, you know, they're all familiar with each other. This is going to be intense. This is going to be a phenomenal spectacle.
Oh yeah, and hopefully, like I said, if any of the kids at St. Jude are watching, I hope you're enjoying what we're doing tonight. I know it's probably nothing like a normal thing you'd ever see, but hey, this is what we do for fun and a good way for us to give back to you guys. So let me update our money. We are at 815 out of 5,000 so far is our goal, which is awesome. Thank you guys again for all the donations you've given tonight. And throughout the beginning of the series, the second we opened up donations and everything was instantly handed. A lot of guys helped out. We raised so much that we kind of did a little bit of a waiver on a couple for round 1. We're going to make sure that if they did get waived on, they're going to go for round 2, just to make sure we had a full gate for round 1. So, I mean, you guys have gone above and beyond, and I thank you. But again, as soon as we're good here we go. It should be the lineup for Pro. And we almost have 40 watching right now. Thank you all for being here. Pretty good amount tonight. I appreciate that.
Yeah, chat's been super active over on the Twitch channel as well. Everyone is really excited for what's going on. Everyone's got some fan favorites. I've seen some shout outs to different riders, so that's really cool. It's like an actual Supercross event where the riders have gotten so big in the sport that they have fans. They have legitimate fans that are sitting in the chats cheering for him. So that's awesome, man. That's so awesome.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, we hear a couple of names like, you know, infamous Hunter Root, which sadly I don't think was able to make it tonight, but he apparently ran, from what I heard, a 2:03.
Oh my goodness!
Somehow
that's inappropriate.
I don't know.
That's inappropriate.
And Marcus Beasley in chat, dude, good job, man. You had a pretty good ride.
Yeah, he said I was flirting with the top 10. You were, dude. You got up. What did we see him at? About 7th for a second, and then it was such a chaotic race that it's not a surprise that you got tangled up with some people and got sent back to about 12th place, I think you might have ended up or something like that.
But here we go, guys, on the gate. Man. Pro Moto 1 here for St. Jude round 1.
What's a start without a loop out?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say a couple of people did, and this is Pro. Oh, Blakely is trying to... So many people sandwiching to get up front. Eklund's going to take the whole shot here.
They got through pretty clean for a sec. They made it to the second corner this time instead of the first corner.
Got a couple of fast names out here. Ty Smith is up here. Hamilton, Mitchell, Clint Martin is up here. Blakely, a lot of well-known guys. Eklund out here as well, leading this pack.
gonna get exciting. There's some fast guys in this room,
including our winner of 250 is out here as well.
Oh, and a tangle up in first and second. Third goes down. Oh my goodness. Fourth
wow. And
Cole
Mitchell, one guy you do not want to let have free track, is now out front. He's a definitely fast guy. Look at that. Zars is up here now. Wilson, Blakely, Ecklet. I mean, stack of riders. Fry goes down.
Yeah, Fry gets his wheel clipped. This is insane. This opening lap has already been pretty chaotic, and these guys are going so fast already. Like, they're hitting lines that we didn't even really see in some of the amateur.
Oh yeah, and definitely one thing that they could do much better than AMs when we watch this is pros know how to bang bars and ride together. So we're going to see a lot more battles, clean battles, I should say, than we probably did in AMs a little bit earlier. And I don't know how many riders do we have in this class. I didn't get a chance to check.
Here, I'll go take a look.
I hear a 125 or 28. 28, not bad at all. I heard a 125 out there. I didn't see him yet, but I hear him.
Yes, Zach Prokop is on an RM 125. Nice. He is struggling right now, but he is tearing one up out there.
Dude, if anybody could pull off the 125, it's Prokop. We all know it. Pork chop, as we like to say from time to time, but awesome to see him out there in the 125, killing it. That's amazing. Right now, they're good battling. Going back up front, Mitchell has already opened up a lead. Like I said, you don't want to see him get out early. 5 seconds on this track. Looks like Zars is going to be the next in line. He does have Hamilton on the outside of that split lane with him. Another donation for St. Jude. Thank you for the $45, Ryan. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Wow, we are bringing in some good money for St. Jude tonight.
You guys are awesome, guys.
Right now, though, good battling back here. Look at this lineup. Eklund, Martin, Blakely. Blakely goes down, though. But still, you got Hamilton here. Zars, so many riders in one
Martin
spot.
Makes a mistake in fourth.
Oh, Eklund!
Eklund tries to close up for that fourth, but he gets a little squirrely out of the corner. Hamilton's holding third down, but
is Zars catching? Is Zars catching Mitchell? He is a little bit. Brought it down to 4 seconds.
2:11 by Mitchell already. That is insanely fast.
That is insane to see some of the speeds these guys have. And again, everybody in chat, thank you for being here. I hope you're enjoying a great night of racing. This is a special one-off series that we do so far, second year in a row, and I'm glad that so many people got together to race this. I mean, a lot of these guys, it's a Friday night. They could be out doing anything they want, but hey, they're hanging out here tonight for a great cause, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys.
Yeah, salute to you guys, seriously. Everyone in chat, all the racers, all the donations. You guys are absolutely wonderful.
So, curious, where is our 250 winner now? He's back here somewhere. I'm looking for him.
Moto, you might want to check out second place. Second, third, and fourth are all over
there you
each
go.
other.
Perfect, thank you. This is exactly why we have co-commentators, to make sure that we cover every bit of it.
The second place, Zars is in third, and Martin is right behind him in fourth, and they are all within a second of each other.
Yeah, this is a great battle here. I'm actually going to go on board with Martin so you guys can watch a pro go around the track as he tries to catch up to these two.
Oh, and a mistake from Hamilton opens up that gap just a little bit more. They are real tight now. It's those little things like that that you see what really separates pros and amateurs. They just, everything is so smooth, and there's so much more emphasis and carrying speed.
Oh, for sure. Like I've ran tons of laps on the track now, just having fun with it, try to get a video and an edit together, just never quite worked out for anything like fancy and special. But watching them right now, like I feel like I'm slowing up so much more in spots, knowing that if I don't slow down, I'm just over this berm, and they're just like, oh no, we're fifth gear wide open. Let's just rail this.
I just jumped into it.
Big.
It's not a big deal.
Right now, great racing though. I mean, this is such a good night of racing so far. But and like we said, I would not have expected. And Martin goes down.
Martin goes
second.
Down.
But yeah,
he made that move from fourth to second, and then just wadded after the finish.
And then
now
Hamilton
fifth place is coming
drag
down.
race coming through. Yeah, let's see back. Oh yeah, Blakely with Martin now. Man, intense
and
racing.
Sixth isn't too far behind either. He's kind of lurking back there. And another mistake from either of those top 5 guys, and he may be able to make his face up there. Eklund in 7th is just a little bit behind as well. Our man Donut MX, Brett Powers, in 8th place.
Oh, Donut's out there. Nice. Another donation. Thank you. $25 from Mumble. Thank you so much, man. Jake James in the house dropping another 25. Man, what are we at now? 875, I think?
840. So
My wife's checking it right now.
No, we made 880, I think.
885. 885
wow.
now, guys. We are racking it up. Thank you all so much. We're getting so much closer to that goal. You are fantastic people to help out so much with this cause. Can't believe how well this is going tonight. And once again, just bottom of my heart, guys. Just a big shout out to everybody out there tonight. So once again, Zars holding on to third. We're a quarter of the way through this race. We've got so much more left, and this is just Moto 1 too. I'm about to say Heat. I'm so used to Supercross. All that commentary I had to do for the rest of RF Supercross. So still got that fresh in the brain.
Starts pouring out.
But honestly, I'm so happy to get back at outdoors. I like motocross much more. Just always been a fan of the wide open. I don't know, just long races, grueling battles, and a lot more room on a track so lappers aren't as much of a problem. So.
And you have a lot more time for riders to refocus their laps. If you get a bad lap and kind of get your head shook, you have time to kind of put your head back down.
And Red Rider with a $20 donation, so that puts us at 905, right? Yeah, there you go.
Red Rider, the man coming through. What's up, Red?
Red Rider, by the way, if anybody doesn't know him, he's an amazing track builder for Reflex.
Phenomenal.
One of the things that I'll brush on my shoulder and be one of the OGs of doing that. But no, to be honest with you, he is killing it on tracks. He's doing things that I never did on tracks, and it's amazing the work that he's done. So thank you, Red Rider. Man, you deserve a huge shout out yourself, and thank you for the help. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Red's a good guy overall. That's a good dude right there.
I'm honestly surprised on how well Mitchell is doing right now. Seriously, like nothing against him at all. He's always been fast, just on point. Has not made mistakes at all.
208.
Yeah, 208.
Last lap time.
How are you doing a 208 on this track?
Yeah, that's
especially in race pace. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like he's got riders behind him putting the pressure on a little bit, and he's not feeling it at all. He's just moving forward. He's running his own laps, feeling very comfortable. It looks like he doesn't seem to be pushing himself at all. All the rides so far, even with our leaders, it's been a little stressful. They've had to work a little bit to get their position to settle in and feel comfortable where they're at. And it looks like Colton Mitchell just got that right away. He's feeling well as we're talking about him.
Sketch. Hey, you know what? Honestly, though, even the little sketch, he probably rode the line as fast as I would have taken it as an feeling fast. And
I would have crashed. I would have gone legs off doing what he did. So I'm not even going to criticize at all.
I know. I'll do it between races because it cuts off the audio. But
yeah, it looks like Jack Cesar's settled in a second.
Darcy's been pretty solid all day. And look at this. Blakely and Hamilton.
Blakely's right there.
Verzanka, all of them right here. Verzanka, one of the fastest of this group. He did really well at Vegas Supercross.
Yeah, this is the battle for the podium. If Martin definitely needs to lock it down and get moving forward, or he's going to have a lot to deal with as this moto continues on. As you said, we're probably, creeping up to the halfway point, maybe?
Right about. We're at 8:45 out of a 20+2, so I'd say just in between, a third and a half, so right about there.
Yeah, so there's a lot of racing still to go, and there's a lot of riders behind Clint Martin here. Blakely's right there, Verzanka, Hamilton, Eklund's not too far behind. Any kind of hang-ups from any of them, and he'll be right part of it. Looks like back to Tyler Lewis after that in 8th place, a little farther back, but it's the same thing. We got a lot of racing left to go, so if anyone puts their heads down and gets mistakes in front of them, anything's possible right now.
Good battle right here, by the way. Clint Martin versus Zars for second.
Oh, yeah, and Blakely's right there out on the outside looking in.
Oh, over the tough block, but does not go down. This
Martin
is such
pulling up
close
real
racing.
close on Zars.
Oh, cross jump. I don't know how he cleared that triple in front of him. Look right behind the Blakely coming up. Yeah, you're just going to say sorry.
Blakely's pulling up. No, Martin just hit the biggest line, though. That jumping out of that kind of like...
The fly out that's right there?
Yeah, that was just so big. Martin putting a 210 down his last lap. He's also moving. It looks like things are starting to hook up for him.
Oh, the cross jump. I don't know if you saw that, Blakely and Zars.
Yeah, they're all over each other right now. Second, third, and fourth is just...
Oh, is he going to land it? He does. He doesn't go legs off.
No, that was great. That was the best case scenario when you're barrel rolling through a roller section.
Well, unless you just rolled out of it somehow, which we've seen every once in a while. But yeah, that's definitely much better than a slide out or a legs off right there.
Yeah.
I mean, this pack of riders in this top 10 right now, Hamilton, Blakely, Furzaka, Zars, Martin, I mean, all of them together. Oh, Furzaka landing on the side of the table.
Eklund's been the guy looking in from the outside for a little bit. He's been in that 7th place for a little while. The guys are right in front of him. He's got a 2:09 lap time, so he's got the speed to get up there with them, but he just hasn't put in the laps consistently down as he cross ruts. Yeah, see, those are the things that you got to look out for when you're going fast. You got to make sure that you're doing consistency as well.
See, that's an interesting line. I just watched Josh Hamilton, which I've seen a couple people do, but I had a better angle of it there. And who is that down? That's Zars? No, it's Furzaka down, sadly.
Furzaka.
When they go to the split lane, when they take the inside. Oh, and then another rider down. That's a lapper. It's like, no, that's Blakely. Blakely down.
Blakely did go down. I saw a lapper down when you were saying that, so I was like, oh, it must be.
Yeah. But I was gonna say when they're going to the split section, instead of just going into it, they're jumping off like the knuckle of the center of it and landing into the berm, which is interesting. Like, that's just a way to, I guess, to get rid of the braking bumps that you go into that corner.
Yeah.
Of course,
that's
pro,
just that.
you know.
Yeah, the alien stuff that I talked about at the beginning of the commentary is we got some interesting people here doing things that just aren't for this world. They may have shown up in a spaceship, so they're going to just jump around the track like they're not affected by our earthly gravity. I don't understand how that works at all, but I'm a regular Earth human, so...
Yeah, a.k.a. an AM.
Yeah. This battle still is just insanely hot. It's like Mitchell just is putting those laps down, and he's left everyone behind, but Zars and Martin and Hamilton are still they can't get a break. Yeah. Blakely's still right there. Hamilton's right behind Martin and Zars. Those two are right on top of each other. This is just fantastic racing.
Yeah, and still roughly, I'd say right about halfway through the race, too, with the extra +2. On top of that, I mean, it's just... It's so cool to see how well these guys can run on this track. And not only that, but honestly, I did not expect a runaway at all. And like I said, nothing against Mitchell in any way. Just, there's a lot of fast guys. Oh, did you see that quad in? Oh, Martin quads in
with a flat track style around the corner.
Oh, that was huge. I think that's the first time I've seen somebody do that all day.
He's been taking his Tomac flakes. He's been watching Eli's lives.
Oh, man, this is amazing. And again, a lot of people popping up hosts now and follows. Thank you, guys. We don't have any of that popping up tonight for racing, but I do want to say thank you. Also, we are at 9:05 in donations right now, and I will update as soon as the race is over. Just don't want to cut out any audio or anything in between. I still can't believe that Mitchell is just... What is he at now? He's at 10.8. He must have had a legs off.
He must have had a legs off.
Still, not a bad thing at all, because that keeps it exciting for us. So
for sure. I'm sure he's not sweating too much. If you go 20 seconds to 11 seconds, you can put the time back up. But we're getting to the second half of the race, so he can't keep messing around. He's got to get focused back up. That 222 is not fast when he was running to 208. So
for
he
sure.
knows what he needs to do. Yeah, Martin's still about 12 seconds down.
SGL, it's because I have to update it manually. So as soon as this race is over, I just do it so it doesn't cut out audio for you guys in the middle of the race. But still, Mitchell, man, he is just hauling. Like, I switch back over every once in a while and check on it, and it's just...
Yeah, and he's moving. Martin's also putting it down. Martin has been going really fast, trying... I think he saw the opportunity of the seconds come down, and I think that he's trying to move forward, but he's hanging it out right now.
Yeah, he's just... He's pretending he's not even in first. Like, he's just gone.
Yeah, things have kind of settled down. Furzaka's in 5th. He's about 4.5 seconds down. Hamilton's in 4th. He's about 6 seconds down. Zars is about 4 seconds down. They've all kind of settled into their positions at this point, and it looks like they're trying to move forward, put laps forward.
Yellow, yes. As long as it's a 250 or a 450, you're actually any bike. It's open. You can change to any bike you want.
Yellow, get on the 125.
He actually rips pretty well at a 125. We have fun riding around with that.
Well, even more for you to get on there and get out there and smoke it up, man.
That is actually an interesting question, Yellow, but I think since your UID has already been pulled, I don't think it'd be a problem for you to switch bikes. As far as I know, I don't see that being a problem. right now.
Didn't
Watching this
qualify the
battle.
frame.
Yeah, Eklund and Blakely going at it side by side. Blakely with a bit of a mistake on Eklund, almost taking him out.
Leader went down. We have a 2-second lead now over Mitchell has a 2-second lead over Martin. This is about to become a race in the last couple of laps.
I wonder what happened. He must have had another legs off.
Tipped
Legs off is usually
yeah,
8
he had
seconds.
it legs off in a corner. Get interesting.
Oh, and there's Martin's mistake.
Martin ran a 2:08 his last lap, which is Mitchell's fastest lap. Mitchell ran a 2:17 last lap, so there is a absolute potential for these guys to meet up and things to get really serious.
I could promise you that no team tactics will happen in this race so far, so looks like we're about to have a good battle to the end here. Nobody's gonna pop out of a rut in any part of this race, and
my front wheel just broke.
Yeah, your front wheel just broke loose. It's fine. But
I just had to pull it aside real quick.
I mean, it had his name on my board, just as a confidence booster that he's right there with me.
Yeah, no big deal.
But no, still, Mitchell doing solid. Already back up to 4 seconds again.
Pulling it back out for sure. Martin is really doing everything he can, but sometimes when you ride over the top, things are a little loose and you lose that consistency.
Yep, definitely, especially with how hard you're pushing right now. You know what I mean? Anytime you slip out and everything else, you are... Wow, Zart's getting pretty dirty on that jump just now, watching him go through. A couple of the guys are doing just nice little scrub, no big deal, and other guys are just getting upside down and backwards just for the fun of it. And this track is definitely made for that, too. I cannot wait. I personally have not even seen round 2 yet, so all of you guys are going to see it the same day I do, pretty much, and I'm excited that
awesome.
We keep up with this. And also, don't forget, it's from the guy that made the Tropical Island Paradise track, which is a fantastic track. So I cannot wait to see what he comes up with. And then, of course, everybody knows Bradley Clay's tracks and Checkers. I mean... Everybody knows Checkers. I can't wait to see the rest of this. Yeah, maybe heard of him. Yeah, maybe.
No, it's a small name. You might have heard of him.
But still, Martin is still holding on. He's back up within 2 seconds again. Martin might just have found the line he needs to get around here and catch up. Right now, though, I mean, I'm getting excited about this final. I mean, we're at 18 minutes of 20 plus 2. Only a couple laps left, roughly 3 laps left.
Say about 4 minutes or so. So, yeah, 3 laps. This is going to get interesting. Martin just went down in second place.
Yep. Oh, Zart's going to get the opportunity he needs. He's definitely going to catch up a lot. Going to go back just a little bit more, give some more people some love. Hamilton back here, Blakely, Lewis, Eklund, Powers back here, Guido. Good to see Guido out here. Prokop on the 125. Got to give him love on that thing. It's awesome to see him ripping the 125. Somebody flipping in the background. Harry White.
And he's in the top 15. He's got it up to 11th place. That's congrats on that for sure.
Yeah, thanks to Heagney as being part of our hosting crew tonight and doing pretty well out there. Smith, Lake, a lot of guys out here. People asking if this will be on YouTube afterwards. Yes, it'll be posted tomorrow on YouTube. Yeah, Aaron Bonneau back here. Big Fluffy, also known as, not having the best ride, but hey, having a pretty good time out there. Looks like he's in 20th right now, splitting it right down the center. Let's see, Nick Usick back here. Good to see Usick having fun. Alfrey, sadly, first out. Yeah, Martin's still doing what he can. Zar's trying to catch up. But Mitchell, man, he went from having a 16-second lead back to having a 2-second lead, back up to a 12-second lead. So
yeah, he just put his head down and got real focused on getting back up in front.
Yeah, definitely not having any issue on the bike at all at this point anymore. I had a couple problems earlier, but making it happen. All he has to do is stay on 2 wheels and keep a decent speed as he's doing, and he's pretty much has this wrapped up. But Hamilton back here still looks like Blakely. A lot of good guys back here. Oh, Blakely doing the mistake I made a couple times, skidding, doing a 50-50 grind on the side of the tabletop right there. And that is for Zaka, so this is a battle actually for position here. And we are now at...
Second place just did a barrel roll. Clint Martin coming in super hot. The last finish line corner. I'm trying to see if anyone's going to make a move. Out of the 13.5 seconds that Colton Mitchell has, I think he might be able to put this away.
Yeah, definitely. That's crazy. He landed a barrel roll. That's the second one we've seen today. Sadly, didn't catch it on stream, but hey, at least we know and acknowledge that it happened. He's gonna be like, did he catch it? At least he said he saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. I seen it.
But right now, man, Mitchell is just 20 seconds.
Yeah, this is just
on.
insane.
And also fastest lap now, 207. Yep.
Yeah, man, Mitchell is flying. That is, yeah, he wanted that first. He saw the pressure building back up from second place, and he said, nope, I'm taking this.
Yeah, definitely a blast watching how fast people can get around this track. Craziness from Mitchell, and like I said, not somebody I wouldn't have pegged for a win, just not that big of a gap at all. Martin, I just clicked back over to, and I don't know if he meant to do it because he dead sailored the next jump, but he went completely 90 over that jump before it on a scrub on accident, looked like. They got lucky to bring that one back.
Yeah, he maybe spooked himself and was like, I'm just going to dead sailor this next one.
He's like, I didn't mean to get that squirrely, but we're all right.
Yeah.
Oh, Martin diving into that corner and jumping way off track.
Yeah, that's a secret pro line.
Exactly. But Zaris is staying pretty close to him, though. I mean, he has...
Yeah.
Oh, there it is again, throwing a huge, like, twitch whip, I'd call it at least. It's getting completely sideways, maybe a little bit backwards and bringing it back.
These guys are just going so fast through these corners and jumping into these ruts. It's pretty ridiculous. I got to say, as just a fan on the outside looking in, it's extremely impressive to see the skills that these guys carry in this game. It's just very impressive.
Once again, Pro Cop, 10th place on that 125. That's
yeah,
awesome.
Shout out to the 125.
Going on board with him for a second so you guys can hear it rip. Oh, he landed so close to the edge of the jump there.
He's using the outside of this track for sure.
Maybe that's the line I never found.
Yeah, he's got to use every inch of the track on that 125. He needs every little bit he can get.
It's an impressive ride though, seriously. Top 10 on the 125 in pro. That's awesome.
The rollers, yeah, he's hanging it out. With a 2:13 top lap time too, that is.
Yeah, that's 30 seconds faster than me on a 450. Like that's
as fast as our AM winner went. That was the 2:13 was our AM winner's lap time's best lap time. So it's like he's running just as good as our AM guys, and he's on a 125. So that's the math.
And as we're talking about that, we are on the final lap right now with Colton Mitchell holding on to a 207 fast lap, 23 now seconds up. Absolutely destroying the pack in this pro.
Yeah, just opened it back up. That is so ridiculous. They were within 5 seconds of each other, and he just pulled a 20-second lead back out of nowhere.
And checking back, Martin still holding on. Czar sadly. Oh, we do have a battle though for third now. Looks like Hamilton wants to get on that podium, and he is flying through those rollers.
Up right behind Zars.
Zars might be dealing with some thumb pump. It is the end of the race.
And it is a 450 versus a 250. Zars on the 250F, smaller bike. He's going to have to hang out a little bit more.
Oh, that's a bummer. Apparently, Donut, his internet connection let go on him. So
Oh!
he was having a good ride earlier. Bummer to see that. Hopefully, he can come back for Moto 2. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the pass for third.
Oh, yep.
Actually, no, he's going to hold outside. Wait, nope, he didn't. I thought he would hold a little bit more momentum. Actually, he does hold on to the position. Oh, and he goes up in on him.
Little block, little rub. Wasn't too dirty.
No, that wasn't bad at all.
Nice.
No. He came into him softly. He just let him know he's there.
Yep,
But, of course,
sure.
your winner, Mitchell, does go across the line. We give him a ton of love, but we're going to keep an eye on this third spot. And over the bars goes Hamilton.
That was some good racing there,
Zaka
Hamilton.
goes up to 4, so that puts Hamilton to 5th. Actually, is that another rider? That is... Yes, that's Blakely right there, too.
Wow. Hamilton's probably not pumped about that.
Yeah, so second place is going to go to Clint Martin.
place.
Good job. Yep, congrats to him. Watching Zars right now, seeing if he can come back in third here.
Is Zars going to hold it down for the third place? For Zaka has been making moves all moto.
Oh,
and I talk about him, and
the
he goes
commentator's
down.
curse.
Yep.
It's your first commentary in Sim, and you're learning how powerful that is.
Yep.
Yep, so there goes Zars versus -PC ride, making it through. Speaking of versus -PC.com, one of my personal PC sponsors as well. If you guys ever need anything, click on the link down below. Hamilton holding on to 4th. 5th is going to go to Blakely. 6th for Zonka.
Front flip.
Lewis, do me a quick favor and give me a rundown of the rest of the top 10. I'm going to go grab some Gatorade. Be right back.
Yep. In 7th place, got Stefan Guido here riding in the 8th place. Let's see if he can wrap this up. We got Donut. I thought his internet went out. We've got a secret Donut that somehow doesn't exist. Donut lives. He's here, boys. He's got some company, though. He's not alone. Pork Chop right there, and yeah, it looks like Guido's going to bring it home for the 8th place. At one more corner, he's got the lappers that he's dealing with. Powers, my man, Houston's own 2K12 6th place. You know what it is, guys. Oh, and I am thinking that Donut might not get some respect. He might get pushed in this corner. Let's see if he can bring it home. Oh, Pork Chop going down. Looks like Donut's going to get the 9th. Stefan bringing home the 8th place.
All right,
Pork Chop in the last corner. That's so unfortunate.
Oh, they just got back at the worst time.
Yeah, Pork Chop gets stolen at 11th, or he gets handed 11th after getting his 10th place stolen.
Oh.
And Eklund brings home the 12th. Looks like he's going to try to bring home 13th. Just a couple more corners for him.
It looks like Heggs is going to be our final rider on here. And again, big thank you to him for hosting tonight.
Heckman coming in. He says first pro with Moto ever.
And over, yeah, he's sad. He just got off work and got home. He was hoping to race tonight, but sadly had to work. But there we go. It looks like, once again, Colton Mitchell, crazy fast time of a 2:06. No idea how that's even possible. He's still running laps. He's not done yet. He's like, is it time for Moto 2 yet? We good to go?
Let's get it going.
Yeah, exactly. But again,
I'm ready to ride.
Moto 2 of AM's coming up next, and then of course one last one after that. And again, thank you to everybody out there watching tonight. All the donations. We're at 905 out of 5,000, which is amazing. We started the night at today. I think it was like 5:25 this morning, and you guys have just absolutely blown it out of proportion, which is amazing. Thank you all so much for that. And cuts are in. Let's see if we do have a change for 5th. It looks like 5th is actually going to go to Furzaka.
The 2:06 from our winner. That is obscene.
And then Harry White is going to take over 9th from Powers. A couple of cuts there, so we'll definitely have to keep an eye on a rundown of these.
You track cutter. True colors, Donut. True colors. Hey, at least he was still in, though. We heard rumors of him DCing, and so...
Yeah, and everybody was saying he lives, and I was like, oh, good. Well, at least he got to stay, so... Just took a quick screenshot of that final so that way we could keep up with points. We'll still have all the server information as well, so that way we could keep up on it too. That way you guys aren't getting missed out on any points or anything, so that way we can give the t-shirts and everything to the correct people. And yeah, this has been a crazy day. It's funny to see people in chat, and not in a bad way, just because being a part of that community now, and it's crazy. But yeah, I agree. It's cool to see Yellow S2K, you know, Beasley in here, Heckman, like so many of us YouTube guys. You, Scooty, with me right here. You know what I mean? Like so many of us YouTube guys. And speaking of which, I just saw Yellow. Let's watch Yellow off to start here. But here we go. This will be Moto 2, final Moto for the AMS class tonight.
Yeah, just got ghosts on the gate right now, just waiting for everyone to load in.
All right, here we go on the gate.
Let's get another official loop out. You know what it is,
I know. I wonder how many loop outs we're going to see. We had 4 Moto 1. Let's see what we got here.
Oh my gosh, there's so many people on the gate. This is going to be exciting.
Yep, AMS is... Oh, and Yellow gets destroyed! The instant takeout. Wow. Somebody's like, hey, you guys going left? I'm going left. So Hodge, our top 5 Moto 1, going to get our lead here with Jake James right behind 2 really fast riders from Moto 1. Oh, who's that behind Dadouche? I can't even ever say his name correctly. He's going on and trying to get back in.
Jake James, Michael Hodge out in the lead real quick. Michael Barnett, I don't even think we saw him in the top 5 racing of the first
Barnett
moto.
had a little bit further back ride and that's a great thing about this track is that, like I said, any moto will be different. So many people can be fast on this track.
That's what we were saying about getting a 3rd place is that you can't ride off not being able to win this thing.
Exactly. And also DMC Dwayne Casano up here too. He had a decent ride Moto 1. Going off, and clips the tough block as we talk about him. Back up to the front here, Hodge holding on to the lead over Janes. Like I said, both these two had a fast Moto 1.
For sure. And they're right on top of each other right now, so hopefully we can get some good action going for Moto 2.
Wow, they're throwing it big over those jumps already. Oh, Hodge holds onto it. It's like I was talking about earlier. That section is so fast with those ruts that it gets you sideways, and James makes a little bit bigger mistake, but both get to stay together. Only good side for us watching is that means Matthews has a chance to catch up a little bit to these two. Also, we've got Bigwood back here again. Beasley in a top 5.
Holding it down, Mark Dog.
Going back a little further.
Barnett dropping back a little bit.
So many good riders all in this train right here.
Oh, yeah. Before I start just name dropping, we had
and then, a couple mistakes there.
Yeah. Kent goes down, opens up a bunch of positions, get by. Oh, I saw my boy Tylan showing up in the fray.
Oh,
what
is he up here?
Up to? 11th place for my boy Ty. Great ride going for you so far.
Gets around. DMC goes down. So here we go. You might have a chance to get even more here. For Ty, I think this is actually Ty's first ever RF race, which is awesome.
It is. It is his very first, and he's got a top 10 position currently. Just got passed for 11th. So congrats to you, my boy.
Yeah, we got a lot of guys out here on their on their maiden voyage into RF racing, which is really cool. That we were able to have a series that allowed a lot more riders in to give everybody a chance to see what it's like to race an official race that's for charity. So it's kind of cool. Right now, back out front, we got a battle for the lead, actually. Jake Janes and Hodge side by side over the finish line. Janes almost goes into the back of Hodge. Who is going to get this drive? Oh, wow. Janes smacking each roller.
Yeah. Making sure he tasted each one of those.
Michael. Go ahead.
Michael slows it up. Jake Janes goes wide and carries the speed on the outside.
See, that's one thing I love about this track is so many multi-line turns. Like, you don't have to fight the same line at all. Bigwood's still back here, but we're going to keep an eye on these two. Putting on a show already, only 3 minutes in. Still a battle.
Oh,
yep. Hodge, goes down.
Hodge goes down in the roller section. He lets James get way ahead of him. He lets another couple riders go past. He's in 4th now, so he let 2 other riders get past him.
Matthew slightly doing a little magic manning there, but it looks like he's a little bit of an internet issue. Looks like Robson and Beasley going to go at it here.
Bigwood making his way up to 2nd place now. Beasley having a fantastic ride this moto. He hit some top 10 spots in the first moto, but finished outside the top 10, and now he's running in the top 5. So if he can hold it down, top 10 finish could be possible.
And quickly, $10 donation from Justice. Thank you so much. That brings us up to 915, getting closer to that 1,000 mark for the night.
Salute to you guys so much. You guys are just amazing. Everyone has been doing so much work, putting in so many donations. We've got people hosting the events. Moto's doing the commentary and putting all this on for everybody. Like, just thank you to everyone, man. This is just amazing. You guys are freaking amazing.
It's just, I'm just happy the event turned out as well as it has already. A lot of people remember some of the nightmares of last year, having almost an hour and a half of scripts not working round 1. Round 2, we had to use a whole different scripting host server, and man, it was bad. But thank you to RF for stepping up this year, and Hegs as well as Seam to help out and host the series. It's awesome. Just, it's nice to have everything work out. Conrad goes down. Swapped for about a mile into that corner and then finally goes down. Bigwood, our leader now. Yep.
Yeah, our new leader is Bigwood. Jane's in 2nd and Matthews in 3rd. Deering is lurking back there in 4th. Once again, the top 4 not very far out. Top 3 kind of right on top of each other, but the top 4 are really just, it's about, 10 seconds separates them. Top 3, it's about 5 seconds that separates them. So the racing is just very close and a lot of it going on all over the track.
Oh, here's Thailand, by the way, though. We were talking about it earlier. 12th, really not a bad ride. Like I said, anything in the top 20 for your first ever race, especially on a track like this, too. I mean, it's like I said, anybody could be good on it, but a lot of people had some struggles with it. It looks like he's having a good time.
I just scrolled back. We have,
and that's Ryan Turner with him. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Our, past Moto 1 winner holding on here, back here in 12th, down with Thailand now. So that's going to be an interesting change-up for points.
Yeah, like we said at the end of the first Moto, guys, like third, fourth place really isn't a bad thing going into Moto 2 because of where the spots are going to end up. Like, you can't really predict what your second Moto result is going to be. So if you finish on the podium, that's is the best case scenario you could have going into this next Moto. Yeah, and what did we say? Was it Bigwood that got third? Was that who we were talking about specifically?
Yep.
And he's in first currently. So this is exactly the situation we were talking about, guys. Anything is possible, but we do have a lot of laps ahead of us, so let's not get too excited, start calling out points now.
Yeah, definitely. And with Bigwood, we were talking about earlier that he even battled all the way up to the lead for a couple of times there and fell back again. And, once you get a couple of names we saw, Bigwood, Jake Janes, and Deering all up here in the top 5 right now with, like I said, though, our winner back in about 10th.
Yeah, so there's going to be a big shakeup in the overall points.
Matthews makes a huge mistake that allows Deering to get right to the back of him. Deering wants more points. Here he goes.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of the guys that I saw in the original top 4, top 5 battle are in the top 10, but they're still a little farther out of it. Hodge in 6. I don't know if Judd was involved. Tristan Judd was involved in the original battle, so that's another face that's new up here.
Towards the top 10, if I'm right. Oh, yeah, right here, though, Hodge landing almost on the back of Robson.
Just the racing is so tight. Everyone is just so tight and on top of each other.
Oh, and I don't know if you saw that Hodge go right through the banners in the middle. Yeah. I mean, that is allowed, though, because there's actually no fast way to go across that. Whereas a couple tracks like Washougal last year, there was an S-turn where you could jump the dead center of it and make it through to the next rhythm, no problem. But in this track, it's kind of a wall that hits you really weird, so you don't want to go over that.
We had Janes go down in second place. He gave it up to Deering now.
Oh, and he almost goes down again. And right here with Matthews
closes up.
Yep. It's funny, I don't have his skins, but I do have his purple hubs. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, and then Janes with the mistake.
Come in and take that third place spot. Deering's still holding down that second place, and Bigwood is out there. Hopefully, no thumb pump this time. No issues with holding down and out front.
And shows the difference between AM and Pro, too, by the way. Our leader right now with clear track, Bigwood, 2:16 is his fastest lap, which isn't anything bad in any way. That was my fastest I ever ran on qualifying to, mess around on the track. But if you think about it, that's 10 seconds slower than the fastest Pro tonight. Just amazing how much different the two classes are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, here we go. Jake Janes and Matthews back at it still.
Over by any means. Those two are really close to each other. With Matthews making a mistake and giving it right back to him.
Oh, who is that down? Is that a lapper? It was. Looks like, yep. Oh, slide out in the rut, which causes Matthews to go down into the back, or James, sorry, to go down in the back of him. Lapper's like, hey, I got to keep going too, so he gets right by as well. Go back a little bit further. See Hodge back here still, Judd, Iser, Beasley still having a great ride. Beasley in 9th right now. Really proud of him.
Congrats, keeping it in the top 10.
Ryan Turner, as we talked about earlier, 10th. Crazy.
Yeah, this is insane. The points are going to be really crazy after this second moto. First moto points.
Where did Thailand fall back to?
I saw him get tangled up a few times.
He's 22nd, sadly. I was having a good ride, but hey, like I said, for his first ever race, not bad at all. Good, proud of him.
Oh, our homie Jacked D175 up in the 15th place. Going through the pack, kind of seeing where everyone's at. Got a 2-stroke. There we go. Ryan Larkins back there in 23rd, running that 252-stroker. Brad also on the 252 smoker. Gotta give love to the guys that are running the two smokers.
Yeah, definitely, especially for the fact that it's not a 250 specific race.
Yeah.
That, you know what I mean? It's cool to see him out there on the two-stroke, though, trying to make it happen against the 450s tonight.
Yeah, it's not easy. And it looks like 450, so it's like that kind of is... Oh, wait, no, I think Matthews is on a 250F.
Yeah, Matthews is on the 250F, yep.
Was that James that's right next to him? He
Yep.
is also... Or he's on a 450, so that's that little bit of power advantage that's allowing him to catch back up to Matthews.
Yeah,
it looks like after they've had an issue.
Yeah, in those straightaways, he's definitely getting a little bit more speed, but you can tell that the 250 has a bit more handling and agility around different spots. So, I don't know, it's weird. It's such a good toss-up on a track like this, especially with inside-outside lines and stuff like that, where you could carry different ways of speed. And I don't know, because 250 has a bit more of a snappy acceleration that you could really get into the inside, where 450s get a lot of power on the out. And I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah, you got to roll it.
Exactly.
You got to roll the 450 power correctly, or else you can easily spin your wheels. And that's really what shows the true skill levels of the pro class, is that you're seeing that these guys are on the 450s and they're dropping 10 seconds off their lap times. And it's because of that power management that they have from so much time on the bike, that they just really know how to get every bit onto the ground without sliding or not having to tap the throttle. You know, they can really just roll into corners real hard.
Good race still between these two. I hate to stick on two
yeah,
people so long, but man,
I've been watching this third
battle.
fourth battle. Inside outside, different lines, 250 versus 450. It's been a great battle, and it's for the podium. Just a fantastic race between Matthews and James.
Oh, the two different lines again, but looks like James making a little bit more of a mistake around that corner, sadly. Going back up to our leader, looks like Bigwood still doing well, trying to get through some lappers here, taking it the safe line.
Ooh, lappers are getting a little crazy in front of him. Hopefully he gets clean through this.
That triple out, he just,
Oh!
And the lapper goes right back into him, too. He needs to let him go.
Once again, guys that are still racing for position, they're trying to hold their lines.
Oh, he goes down. But Deering up to second still, and James and Matthews holding on to this third place battle. Robson back here, Hodge, Kaiser, and Seam now. We got a three-way battle a little bit further back.
The battle for 6th, 7th, 8th is pretty heated back here. Marcus Beasley at 9th, looking outside, wishing he could get up there, but still holding down a single-digit ride.
So Beasley's is going to get a little bit of a help there with Hodge spinning out in the corner.
Getting up to 10th. So he's moving forward. Not as great a second moto for Ryan Turner as for the first moto.
Yeah, right now James staying right in the back of Matthews. Such a good battle here.
Yeah, it really is. This is a fantastic battle. Everyone's really holding their lines well. The 11th place on the 252 smoker. That is the first, or the highest up two-stroke. So love for him. Yeah, the battle for 6th, 7th, 8th is very hot. You can see in the rollers, all four of them coming through. You can see Marcus in the back. Just right in front of them. William Seam, I think is how you pronounce that last name. He is just right in front of them. So right there. It's about to open up. Here we go. Robson pulls up right behind Seam for the 5th place battle. 7th place with Kaiser still there. Hodge in 8th. Marcus in 9th. Turner in 10th. We've got 5 people right on top of each other.
Actually, I can't remember if it's Sime or I almost want to say Sime now, because I think that was one of the names I was corrected when I used to do the commentating. I don't know. I can't remember for the life of me now, so sorry if I'm saying it wrong. We'll definitely get it corrected for next round.
For sure. And absolutely sorry if I'm saying it wrong. You know I'm a goofball that messes things up all the time, so that is completely in the realm of Scooty Puff Jr. to totally butcher somebody's name.
I mean, at the same time, it's just joys of commentating. You know what I mean? You don't know 100% right away, and you just run with what you think is correct. And then, once you're corrected, then you're like, oh, cool, I got And as he jumps over the island a little bit there, but made it through clean. Hodge is right here. Looks like everybody's starting to go over the middle there now.
Yeah, maybe that's a faster line than we hadn't seen before.
But it showed that Kaiser made a mistake on it, though, so it shows that it's still not the easiest line.
Yeah. James and Matthews still have a little thing going on. James is about, 3 seconds ahead of Matthews.
Yeah, they've been about the closest this race. Let's see. Bigwood now, 6-second lead. Nothing crazy. Oh, and the OJ, he got lucky to land that. Yeah, Deering's still holding on.
Big Woods, yeah, I'm sure he's got the thumb pump. I'm sure his eyes are burning because he ran a 2:20 last lap, 2:15 best lap. So he obviously made a little bit of mistakes on his last lap. Deering is within 6 seconds now, so he needs some help. I think maybe just a little mistake from Big Wood to really close up on him. Jane's opening it up on Matthews a little bit. The gap now from 3 seconds to 5.5 seconds.
Yeah, still a good battle between these two. Probably. Oh, and Jane's throwing it huge. We'll see if Matthews does too. Oh, Matthews makes the big mistake. Here comes Seam.
Yeah, Seam's gonna close up on this.
Oh, he's definitely gonna get the pass here. Here it comes. Should get it right here with the case. He does.
And Turner and Hodge are right behind this battle. Those two are right next to each other. Robson right behind them.
Yeah, a lot of good battles starting to open up here at 16 minutes in.
This is just fantastic racing. Guys, thank you for putting on a spectacle for us. Thank you for everyone that's getting the opportunity to watch this just phenomenal racing.
Yeah, and to anybody watching later on the playback on YouTube, appreciate that as well. It's good that you guys will be able to come back and watch if you race tonight, get a chance to go back and see how you did, see if you got some TV time. Sadly, with so many riders, it's hard to get everybody on there, but I guarantee quite a few had a little bit of time. Matthews back a little bit further now, battling with Robson here.
And Turner's only about a straightaway ahead from them. So still the top 10 is just all over each other. Hodge kind of spread out, but Kaiser's still a little bit on him. He's about 5 seconds back, and then... Oh, okay, so Tristan made the pass on Marcus. Marcus was in 10th. Oh, man, 10th. Whoo. 10, 11, 12, 13 are all on top of each other.
Right here. Good battle. Good call.
Top 10 is 4 wide right now. And as a two-stroke, Conrad, my man on the two-stroke, making a pass for 10th place. Got to give a shout-out to you. Wheeling through the S-turn.
Tire tap through the S-turn. That was pretty cool, actually.
Cool.
Yeah, watching the guys cut right behind, I don't really see an advantage out of that at all. Maybe,
no, I think it's just a preference.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit easier to not hit the turn as hard. I don't know. Definitely doesn't look any faster, though.
Marcus, you were in the top 10 for a while. I'm gonna get on you. I'm gonna be coach. I don't need to. You better not come back to the truck without a 9th place, boy. And then the homie jacked 175 in the 5th place or 15th place behind Marcus. So that's really cool to see some homies up there in the top 20. This room is full of people. Like I said, I think there's about 36 riders still in here.
Yeah, which is a great turnout, especially for a first round.
Yeah.
And of course, for anybody that does want to be a part of this and you did not race tonight, it'll be every Friday night all through May. Well, 3 more rounds, of course, but it'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern. Tracks usually released on Tuesday or Wednesday. And of course, it's all here done on Race Factory, which is nice now because we just finished our final round of Supercross. So we're going to have Block Pound coming up, but other than that, pretty much mostly taking care of St. Jude as Marcus goes down as we're watching for a second. The battle ahead of him,
you
though.
Want to switch over to 3rd place. 3rd, 4th, and 5th are all over each other right now. This is actually
good to see
fantastic battle.
And look at Turner now, which we talked about earlier. He was sitting back in as far as 12th for a bit.
Yes, he's moving forward. He's battling for a podium position currently. Yeah. 3rd is Seam. Seam was he was 6th, I think, when we first started noticing him on the move. So he's on the box currently. We've got Jane's right behind him. Jane's has been working on the box all second moto. And then Turner, who's been as high as 12th place, is now working on a 5th place, working his way towards the box. So congrats to all you guys for moving. Oh, and James goes down.
Wow, that was a weird crash.
Seam is down.
Yep, so there goes Turner.
My goodness. And Turner just gifted right there. Merry Christmas comes early to Ryan Turner. 12th place on his way up to a podium spot for now. Let's see if he can hold that down and continue moving forward. 2nd place is Deering, and he is not far behind Big Wood. Big Wood has made a mistake on his last lap and really opened things up for Deering.
Yeah, he's only up by 3.7 now. He was as high as 9.
It's about to be crazy. The points are going to be all over the place. People, Jack Zars is talking in chat right now, trying to figure out where people are going to be finishing. People are already bench racing, trying to figure out where people may be finishing.
See, I love the chat like that too, because you know what I mean. Like, well, I haven't read it much tonight. As far as I know, it seems like everybody's having a good time, and it's good to hear that instead of people complaining about anything happening in the race, actually calling out who they think is going to win this.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really awesome.
Unlike our usual championship runs, that it's going to be nice that this is for the bragging rights of kids charity, which is cool. So.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's like a neutral platform too. So it's like place for everyone to come together for this like fresh sort of newish thing. Like you said, it's a one-time thing. It's not a series that runs all year long.
Yep.
It's just a series, the one time a year that pops up, and it's
only 4 rounds too. Very short. Oh, the leader just got taken out by a lapper. So here goes Deering to the lead. Wow, where is Turner? Okay, he's far enough back that if Bigwood gets this, he should go 2-2, I think, right? Or did he get third Moto 1?
He got third. No, I think he got third.
3-2. So it'd give, right now, Turner would get 1-3, he would get 3-2, and Deering would go 4-5-1. I think it was 4.
Oh man.
So we're gonna have a lot of close points right up here in the end.
We're gonna need to bust out the notepads and the paper.
Oh, Bigwood with the mistake. That's the last thing he wants right now, because if Turner gets him, Turner is guaranteed the win for tonight.
I'm saying Turner overall.
Oh, Bigwood is down again.
Oh, wow. This Bigwood's got to be upset. He's got to be very, very upset over it.
And look at what time we're at. 21 minutes. So we are closing in on the final laps here.
Turner throwing nasty over that.
Yeah, he's just doing everything he can to catch up as much as he can. Back out front, Deering has now a 11-second lead after the mistakes of Bigwood.
I almost feel bad for Bigwood. I don't have any of these specific riders in my heart that I'm hoping to see him win, but you gotta feel bad for Bigwood having a lapper just crush him out of nowhere and then having a few mistakes come up afterwards after running out front for so long. He's very upset.
One thing interesting too to think about right now is Seam is right on the back of Turner, so Turner definitely has to be feeling the pressure of him as well as the pressure of one more position to possibly guarantee wrap up tonight's race. Oh, and Bigwood is down.
Can Turner close up on this? This is going to be insane.
He still has quite a gap on him, though. It's, 19 seconds?
Yeah, he has quite a gap.
Actually, 23
I'm thinking
seconds. Yeah, it's huge.
Front 20-second lead.
But Deering, no offense against him, not really a name I know too well, but just such an amazing ride today.
Yeah, fantastic ride. Congrats to you for sure, Deering.
Oh, and looking back, Turner going around a lapper, flipping, almost getting tangled up into him. Last thing Turner would need for any chance at a finish here. Jake James had a top 5 Moto 1, top 5 Moto 2.
Yeah, great rides for Jake James. William Seen, fantastic second moto ride. I apologize, but I did not see you in the top 10 for Moto 1, and for you to just be out here running in the podium positions and holding down a 4th place with a 2:12 faster than the winners or Moto 1 winners lap times. Yep. I just got to say congrats for sure.
Yeah, he's doing really well, and there it is across the line Deering for 1 lap left. So if Ryan has any chance, Bigwood has to make a huge, actually 2 to 3 huge mistakes for this to wrap up right now. But we're going to have to double check on how close points are after this round or after this race.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting with how the points shake up for sure. That was something that we were kind of touching on at the end of Moto 1, is that how potentially exciting this could get, and that's exactly what we got handed. It's a different podium. There's different people, I think, in each spot on the podium.
Oh, wait, look at Seam right on the back of Turner, by the way. Giving a last lap push.
If Seam makes a pass, and yeah, that throws everything for a loop, because I think that takes Turner possibly out of the first place, or maybe a tie.
I think it would go to Bigwood by 1, I think.
Ooh, Turner needs to hold it down. Turner putting down a 2:13 as his best lap time.
But we'll have, of course, official results whenever we're done with everything. We'll have it up on the RF site. It'll have all points ready to go. If I have to do it, and that is fine, but we'll have guaranteed official results no later than tomorrow night. Oh, Oh, Seam! He had a little bit of a nosedive in the middle of that roller section.
You got to think at this point, Seam is literally hanging out everything. He sees Turner right in front of him. He knows that's the box. So you got to think that he's hanging every little bit out, kind of make or break situation at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's up by 23 seconds on the person behind him. So he's got enough time that if he does go down in any way, he's pretty much... And a lapper flipping right next to him.
Yeah, James and Seam had a great race going. Robson as well for a while, but it looks like...
and there's Seam going down. Dang.
When you're hanging it out like that, there's a chance that you're going to get bit, unfortunately. And Seam was definitely hanging it out. You could tell that he was doing everything he could to try to get it up on the box. So congrats to you for that. Respect for doing what you can and throwing a big old dirty whip after picking it back up. So
yeah, and that was one thing that was crazy about that too is, he pushed so hard with that, but sometimes the smallest mistake just will do it. But yeah, tripling into that, I've had that happen once or twice too. And as we say that, your winner during a Moto 2 here at St. Jude round 1 here at Huntington Beach Park.
Bigwood bringing it in for the second place.
Actually, it's Huntington Park Raceway. Why do I keep saying beach? I don't know. I come from Huntington Beach, so it was like an hour from where I lived. So, so Bigwood taking second. Congrats to him.
Bring in this third place,
which should be our winner. I'm 90%. Oh, is he gonna land this? Oh, that would have been awesome if he landed
off of a lapper. That was cool.
But it looks like Seam going huge on jump still. Yeah, he knows he's getting a little TV time here.
Go back a little bit. James and Robson battling it out. This is definitely a fight for 5th place. Oh, Robson goes inside and takes the spot.
Yeah, good battle here for the final not final transfer, but just final to top 5, I should say.
Bragging rights, so you always want to be in the
Robson.
top. Oh, Robson gives it back to James.
And there it is across the line. James is going to get that one. Robson.
Great battle, guys.
Matthew's
great
battle
here.
Somebody asking if there's anywhere you can download a track other than RF. Yes, on the MX Simulator website, go to the track section, and the track's right there. And Matthew's right there. Oh, go to the last page, by the way. We had to update the link. Bigwood, we were curious about that. I don't know who that lapper was. It went backwards in the S-turn and nailed you. I don't know who that was.
Yeah, nobody knows who that was, but they killed you, man. That's very unfortunate.
But here we go. Brandon's going to take 8th. Jude right ahead of Hodge.
Just barely over Hodge. Like a wheel and a half, I would say. Kaiser laying it down
and
in the
Beasley,
corner. Right,
they're both just hanging out waiting.
Beasley, come on. Don't be losing your 13th. I had you at 12 for a minute. Conrad on the 2-smoker up, stealing that 12th from the Mark Dog. Panic rev for Marcus Beasley in 13th place.
Conrad going to go through. Beasley doing what he can to get back up. Yellow S2K calling out how rough the back of the pack was, getting a 25th, sadly. I mean, that's what's funny about AMS a lot of times. That wheelie across the finish, though, that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
That was one interesting thing about AMS, though, is further back in the pack, the harder it is. Everybody's just trying to get going forward, and everybody's battling each other, and oh, man. Jake James in here saying he's bummed he choked on the lead. Yeah, you had a good race, though, man. You can't be too mad. Top 5.
Hodge said his right trigger fell out of the controller. What the heck? It's time to get a new controller, my dude. You can hop on that Amazon real quick.
Quickly going through our top 10. Deering, Bigwood, Turner, Seam, James, Robson, Matthews, and then a cut comes in here. We got Hodge getting 8th, actually, Judd getting 9th, and then 10th is actually go to Brandon Ale. So great racing, but of course, we got one last race for you guys tonight, Moto 2 to the Pro Class, and I can't wait to go out with a bang with how fast these guys are. And again, thank you for all donations tonight. I can't believe... Oh, I got to update that. I think we're at 9:15 now, I think. Yeah, let us double check really quick before I post. 9:15? Yep. So close to that 1,000, guys. I can't believe how close we got to that tonight. I'd kind of put it out there as a wishful hope, and it's amazing that we've gotten that close.
Sime popped in and chimed in. He said it's Sime is how we.
Oh, Sime. That's right. Okay, yeah. I thought he was one of the ones that reminded me that I was saying it wrong before, and it's just it's. You forget about it after so much time, and yeah.
I have an abysmal last name. My last name. I actually have two last names that are horrible. It's a hyphenated last name. And I've grown up my entire life with everything from school to jobs destroying my last name. So I completely understand your pain, Seems. Anyone else we may have mispronounced your name, I completely understand your pain, and I do apologize because I've been there my whole life. So,
oh yeah, I completely agree. I never give up my last name, but growing up with a last name that not a single teacher ever said correctly the first time, I totally get it. I do. Yep. It's I lived half my life as a wrong last name.
Struggling with it, and you're just like, it's cool. Don't feel bad. Like, I know you're gonna get it wrong.
It's funny in the background, my wife goes, people still can't say your last name.
Yeah, my girlfriend, she's like, I don't want to take your last name. It's so bad. Can't we just take my last name?
But again, guys, thank you all for hanging out so far tonight. Don't go anywhere yet. We have one last race for y'all. And of course, everybody enjoys the pro. Oh, yeah. So, Moto 1, we had, what, a 206? Fastest lap. Let's see if somebody can somehow beat that. Like I said, Hunter Root supposedly ran a 203. Sadly not racing tonight, but man.
Yeah, aliens.
Yeah.
It's from another planet, guys. It doesn't make any sense, but these guys are just going faster than humanly possible. And it actually, what was it? 213 was our fastest lap of the AM's last Moto, or Moto 1. We got 3 212s coming in. So people feeling a little more comfortable on the track, getting in a little bit faster lap times. Maybe we'll see a 205 from the pros.
True. Also, I just noticed it's kind of a surprise, and just shows that consistency wins races. Fastest lap was, the fastest rider was not the lead rider, and he actually was 4 seconds slower on his lap. So, I mean, that just shows that, like I said, stay on two wheels the longer, you're going to make it happen.
Yep, yeah. You just got to keep the wheels down and keep moving forward.
Sime, I'm not sure what you mean, but sure, I am pretty proud of tonight, though. It's been crazy, and we'll definitely have you host on the next one, so that way we could mix it up a bit, and have you help out as well. I enjoy. There's been so many of you asking what you can do for the series, and that's been the most heartwarming part, and it's pretty cool that we've been working on this. A lot of people don't know that probably since the beginning of February we've been putting this together. So we just put a lot of time into it. We actually expected it to be June, and then St. Jude all of a sudden was like, hey, by the way, it starts in 2 weeks, and this is mid-April. And we're like, all right, well, we gotta rush a month. Just
get it moving if we have to now.
Yep, exactly. So luckily all the track builders were already pretty much done. All we had left was billboards. Then the sponsors came along, so we gave them billboards, and RF came along to host, and I don't know, it's crazy how much came together for it. So
it's just awesome to have so many people coming and stepping up and adding their services and help and whatnot. Like that's the only reason I'm here, That's the only reason I'm talking, is because I knew I wasn't going to be able to race tonight, and I just wanted to offer my services in any way that I could. I just wanted to be part of everything, and just knowing that this was such a great thing, I just wanted to be part of it. I want to help. I want to do the best that I could to help out and get more attention and more people involved. So thank you, Moto, for having me help out. I really do appreciate it, and I will definitely be involved in any way that I can in the upcoming motos that we have coming up. Yeah,
definitely. It's Sim is a whole different breed, and of course, like, we both come from Reflex as a beginning. And it's interesting that since we got a little bit of downtime, really quick, just to talk. I'll never forget that about 3 years ago, Grant Dawson, which actually just almost won 250s in AM, sadly lost in the final round of Vegas by like 2 points. I think barely lost it. And he just randomly hit me up. He was like, hey, nobody streams AMs. If you want to, go for it. I was like, okay. So I just started streaming Sim AMs, and all of a sudden it blew up. I don't even know how we hit 1,000 followers in 6 months. And just the channel took off, and everybody supported it, and it was just really cool to see the two different sides, because Reflex is fun, but of course that's very arcadey racing, you know what I mean? So compared to this is as realistic as you get in motocross right now. So it's really cool to see the night and day difference of both sides. I still love Reflex, don't get me wrong. I got a little burnt out and moved to this full time, but it's just I still jump on Reflex all the time. So.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like ice cream, It's like you're not just going to only eat one flavor of ice cream all the time. Sometimes you want to switch it up, and it's like both games are fantastic. I of course love playing Reflex and I love playing Sim, but you've heard it a million times. Any person that's done things, it's hard to compare the two. You know, they have their own entity.
Exactly. And here we go, guys. Final race of the night. Moto 2 for pro here at round 1 of St. Jude.
Here we go, guys.
Oh, a couple in the gate.
Here we go.
And go to the front of the pack. Looks like it's going to be Eklund again with another hole shot. Had a hole shot Moto 1. Right behind him is Blakely, though. Blakely had a good ride. Martin, Lewis. Who else we got right up here? For Zaka, another fast guy out front.
Yeah, Mitchell, Guido,
Trevor Mitchell,
Dorian.
Of course, won Moto 1 by a landslide, so we'll have to keep an eye on him.
Can get out ahead.
If anybody else wants to, they're going to definitely have to block him quite a bit to not give him some free space. Yeah, Zar's up here too. Let's see who else. Usyk. Another Fry back here. White Lake. Heckman's up in here. Good to see Heckman racing. I was hoping he'd be able to make it in. We weren't 100% sure, but since he did sign up and had his UID in, then good to see him actually able to race. So going back out front, though, let's keep an eye on Eklund. Eklund sadly had a good start. And he's down again. I was just going to say Moto 1 had a great start, goes down. Sadly, he is down. So Martin right there on the back of Martin right on the back of Blakely right now.
Oh, nosing through those rollers. Yeah. These guys going fast.
A lot of front brake power through that. Oh, and he goes legs off right behind. That's going to allow Lewis to get up to second.
That is not what Martin needed. Martin was our third place finisher?
Yep. Third, first moto, yep.
That is definitely not what he was looking forward to. Hoping to get a better finish. That would definitely close things up. Eklund having a little better start than the last one. Well, he had a great start last time, but he faded very quickly. I think he's a little better than he did last moto.
Yeah, Blakely right now with having an open track ahead of him, no lappers yet. He's doing what he can just to take off. As anybody should, even though you got to keep it on two wheels at the same time. These first couple of laps are very crucial to get out there as fast as you can and separate yourself from the pack.
Yeah, for Zaka having a much better ride early off in the second moto than he did first moto.
Yeah, he got up to a top 5 and made a couple of mistakes after starting out way back in the pack.
Yeah, he had a rough start Moto 1. Steven Guido in 4th. Yeah, same the second, third, fourth. They're still like real close to each other. 5th, 6th. They haven't really started to open up yet. Oh, we have a rider down in the rollers. It looked like.
Yep, that was
Guido.
Guido, yep. And Martin and Eklund going around. Martin and Eklund having a good battle right here.
Yep. My main man, Brett Powers, Donut MX in the 7th place. He's got a lot of pressure behind him, so he better keep moving forward.
Mosquito actually stream almost nightly. I'm usually on every night about 9 p.m. Eastern unless something else comes up. But yeah, I appreciate you asking. Thank you. And Blakely right here is Zars. Oh, Eklund still down. Eklund, I hate to say, is having the worst luck tonight. He keeps seeming to have the hole shot like he did in Moto 1.
Yeah.
Went down in the hole shot. By the way, Blakely, oh no, Furzaka is down. Furzaka is going to drop back to 5th now as he gets going again.
Not only that, but our Moto 1 winner, Colton Mitchell, who won by a landslide, just made a pass for 12th. He's coming up on 11th now. He is struggling Moto 2.
I have a feeling he let Hunter Root race for him tonight. I don't know. I was kidding. I'm totally kidding. Oh, Moto Squad Gaming. My God, I called you Mosquito. Joey's up reading chat quickly. Who was that down? Eklund down again. Just not able to put it together, sadly. Eklund's usually pretty quick, too. Might just not meld with the track.
And we still got a pretty serious battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th are right on top of each other. 6th is right behind them.
Pass right there, though, with Prokop. Did you see on the 125?
And he was having a rough start for a little bit. Oh, he's moving forward. He was in like 20th for a hot second. Then he jumped off the track. Oh, poor Prokop.
I thought I said Moto Squid Gaming. That's what I thought I said. My bad, my bad. Joys of being tired at the end of the stream already.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scooty's now learning the endurance that is required for these commentaries too. It's a long night.
Sure.
I know you do a
For
couple of the Ride
sure.
Life series, but I think those are usually, what, 45 to an hour?
Yes,
roughly?
we do 2 motos. We were doing 2 10-lap motos, but just one class. So our whole streams were lasting about 40 to 50 minutes, and we had much more downtime between our motos than
Yeah,
you are.
true,
So yeah, this is a lot more going on in a quicker fashion than our Ride Life series. But this is good practice for me. I've actually said that I wanted to do more commentary stuff. I'd like to do commentary like this for our Ride Life series. I just haven't had the opportunity because we didn't have enough riders show up yet. But that is my ultimate goal eventually, is to do a lot more commentary stuff, because I like this. I like bringing things to the community that I don't necessarily have to. I don't have to race, but I'm still part of it. You know, I'm still 100% part of what's going on. It's just not me out there racing against people, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, commentary, like I said, it's a fun thing to get into. And I hate to say it this way, and nothing, not towards you or anybody, but commentary also isn't for everybody. Trust me, it's one of those things that, you know, if you get lucky and it works out, then it does. You know, I got kind of lucky with that, and you definitely have done well with the Ride Life, and you know, like Kellen also, he's done really well with the RF series, and you know, Checkers coming in whatever he does. I mean, it's just, it's really unique when you find a good commentator that you don't mind listening to for a 2 to 3 hour event. You know what I mean? So. Right now, this is such a good battle. Don't mean to cut you off. Martin versus Blakely. We've been talking about.
I was actually going to talk on that for a second, but I got sidetracked.
This is so good right now.
No, this is a great battle. That Martin's been holding it down. Blakely's keeping him super honest. So the two of them are just putting down super fast lap times. Like, we got a 2:08 from Martin, a 2:11 from Blakely, but his last was a 2:17. So he must have made a mistake.
Yeah, I feel bad. I want to go through the rest of the pack, but with them so close for this lead right now, it's not worth going anywhere. Both get to take the outside in.
Mitchell in fourth. Mitchell in fourth. Mitchell has been making some gigantic moves.
Lead pass change, by the way. Blakely going to get the lead over Martin. Martin makes a huge mistake in the S turn, but somehow stays on 2 wheels and keeps going. So we got a battle still. But yeah, you're just saying Mitchell somehow up to 4th. That's amazing. Yeah, he was just in 12th. And there goes Blakely going down, sadly. So yeah, Lewis here, as you said, Mitchell. Mitchell, 2:08 lap time. Good lap time for him. I was checking to see. He ran a 2:06 Moto 1. Zaka and Zars here, both great guys. And also Guido right behind, too. Guido makes some amazing edits on YouTube. One of my favorites to watch.
Great battle for 8, 9, 10 as well, involving Harry White, Brock Pearson, and Donut MX. Yeah, there's just battles everywhere. This track has got so many race lines that people can feel comfortable anywhere. Zars just goes down in the 5th place spot, bringing Verzaka with him, and who just slid by? Guido. Guido just slid by to pick up that 5th place. Oh, and he goes down. He goes down.
That's how it seems to go tonight. Like, you get that gift, and I thought he was about to just jet out of that rut right there. But that was an interesting 180, like almost half cab back onto the track. But yeah,
we got a battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th now.
Yep, I just got to that. Yeah, Colton Mitchell has gotten around
Blakely
now.
made a mistake, and Mitchell caught up. Lewis is in 2nd now, and Martin has put a gap on these guys of about 10 seconds. Is extremely hot. These guys are running some of the fastest laps in the room. Tyler Lewis with a 2:09, Mitchell with a 2:07, and Chase Blakely with a 2:11 as their top lap times. These guys are cooking.
Yeah, joys of the pro class. It's always amazing to just see how fast they can get around these tracks. Like we said earlier, it's a fairly easy track, but it does have a lot of spots that'll catch you off guard. And this, Lewis, he stayed in on that. But it's nuts to see where they find speed and make up time. Oh, little mistake there. It's going to allow Blakely to get right on the back of Mitchell.
Yeah, the racing. That's what chat's actually talking about, that the racing has just been extremely tight tonight. People are not making a lot of mistakes and not giving up a lot of ground, and when they do, the ground just really closes up. We had a blowout, kind of, I guess, he was a good lead for Moto 2 or Moto 1 of the second, or the pros, Yeah. But nobody's run away with it. Nobody's really run away with it except for that. The AMs have had close racing throughout the podiums, and yeah, 2nd and 3rd are right on top of it.
Colton Mitchell. Mitchell now taking over 2nd from Lewis right there. So Mitchell about to go 1-2 unless he goes up even further and just goes 1-1, which I honestly would not be surprised at this point.
Yeah, Martin's running a 2:07 best lap time, which was his last lap. Mitchell's got a 2:07 lap time, and a 2:09 was his lap. So Mitchell would have to have some Martin to play into his favor.
Yeah,
but it's not impossible. How far are we into this?
We are 10 minutes roughly, so about halfway through initial time. Yep. And of course, the 2 extra laps after that.
Yeah, easy amount enough time for something to happen. Yeah, Martin just needs to play it safe. Maybe even back it down a second or two a lap if he can. Got a 12.5-second lead. He could probably sacrifice a second a lap. Maybe. Like you said, we're about halfway with the laps to go still. Maybe he can't. Maybe he can't afford to back it down.
I just went back to Zara, said he's by himself, and he is throwing it huge right now. It just looks like he's just having fun on the track at this point.
Oh, heck yeah, he is. I just saw the stream catch up to where he's at. He really is just getting sideways. Yeah. And he's launching into the roller sections. Yeah, he's feeling it right now.
I mean, that's one thing that's fun about this track. There's so many booters and tables that have a nice lip to allow you to get, upside down and backwards on this track. And I don't know, that's what I'm hoping for, throughout the whole series, is that the tracks are more fun than annoying as you get around it, So
Definitely.
Which a lot of people have talked about. The 2016 motocross circuit we had a bit too gnarly of tracks at times, with braking bumps, acceleration bumps. I mean, you can maybe not even make a section without flopping because you're bouncing around so much. So I'm hoping this year we get a little bit more laid back tracks. Oh, right here, by the way, Wilson, Heckman, and Furzaka going at it. This is for 9th. Good to see Heckman on that new Vital MX Honda ride, by the way, just unveiling it tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of riders right on top of each other.
Oh, and Heckman gets a love tap on the inside. Furzaka goes down a little bit there, but Heckman's going to keep going. Heckman now up to in the 9th spot now.
Josh Hamilton, I think he was having a better run Moto 1 than he is Moto 2. And Furzaka definitely was having a better run earlier in the Moto than he is right now. He's kind of drifting back to 10th now.
Yeah, I definitely needed a little bit better of a ride here to get some more points. But, I mean, still, 2 top 10s if he holds on to it. Not a bad way to end a night.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Especially with 3 more rounds, You got plenty of time to make up for it. And, man, this battle here is enjoyable. Pearson, Hamilton, Eklund. So many right here in one spot.
Yeah, 12, 13, 14 are all over each other. Eklund, Wilson, or no, wrong way. Eklund and Pearson and... Oh, Eklund just got past.
Ah, good little battle here. Pearson getting around. He's going to get him right back. No, he does not. Shuts the door on him. Wilson holding on to all of them.
Hamilton's in 14th looking at this battle in front of him. And Porkchop over here on the one deuce nickel in 15th, bringing it home.
Oh, Pearson goes down.
Ooh, yes, he did. Is that gonna allow Porkchop to catch up? Ooh, coming up short on the 125.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big thing on this track. Looks like we got another donation. Thank you. That comes from Beasley. Thank you for another $5, buddy. Appreciate that, man. That'll put us up to $920 tonight. We're only $80 away from 1,000 tonight, guys. That is nuts.
We are closing in on the goal. Congratulations and thank you so much to everyone, guys. You guys are amazing. Everyone who's been donating, everyone who's been in the chat, talking with everyone, bench racing.
Oh, who was that down? Heckman goes down, sadly, so that's going to allow everybody back by. Heckman now drops to 13th from being in 9th.
Let's go take a look up at the front and see if there's anything going on. Actually, we do have some action. Clint Martin and Colton Mitchell have really closed up. 2 seconds separates them. Oh, Colton Mitchell going down, but dropping a 2:04 best lap time. That is obscenely fast. We need to
crazy.
In that bike, we need to check it, make sure he's got legal gas in there, because that is really fast, guys.
He's got a electronic stabilizer going. Yeah. He's got a torque convert. Like everything he needs to be able to get him going either way.
Gas as well, because it looks like
Martin is down. So here
Mitchell
goes
made one quick mistake, and Tyler Lewis pulled up on him. Martin's down at the end of the roller, so now we have a lead change happening right now.
Battle right here, yep. And we're at 14 minutes, so we're not too far away from the end here either.
Yeah. the second half of this race is going to be really, really good. We've got a second separating Colton Mitchell and Clint Martin.
I bet chat's going nuts in game right now about this. I bet.
Chat's really enjoying this. Definitely a lot of kind words and a lot of bench racing going on.
That's good.
Tyler Lewis, little panic rev, getting over that double. Jack Zarson, 4th place, and Chase Blakely. Those two are right next to each other, but they are a ways back from the battle. They'd have to have some issues from Tyler to get up to that podium. Clint has slowly dropped back. Colton Mitchell, I am at a loss for words.
Yeah,
Colton Mitchell has had a fantastic ride. He pulled it out of the dirt. He sure pulled it out of the dirt, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm amazed by his speed tonight. Like I said, he's always been pretty quick, but it's just, I did not expect a breakout performance from him tonight at all like this.
His first race of a series, it's always like that. You get that A1 kind of thing going on where you have some surprise names popping up and people that you didn't expect to come out showing you, and then some people that you were expecting to maybe come out not doing as well as they were supposed to.
Here's another battle for you. Back here for 10th right now. Hamilton versus Harry White versus Eklund. Actually, it looks like White goes down, sadly.
Verzaka right behind Brett Donut Powers over here. Verzaka was, I think we saw him up as high as 2nd place, and he's in 8th now. That's I don't want to say unfortunate because it's like top 10 in the pro.
Yeah,
it's like
still
congrats
a great
to anyone
ride,
doing that. Yeah, but it's like I'm sure he felt like he could have done better. So I'm sure he has some unkind words to say about his ride. But at this level, you know, like these guys are all their biggest critics. Like none of us are going to sit here and say they're not doing anything good, but they're going to sit here and say it.
Going back up for a little bit further. Battle for the lead is back on it again. Mitchell is actually behind Martin again. Mitchell must have made a mistake. The battle rages on for the lead again. Oh, how did he save that? Wow.
I'm sure that Mitchell's thinking the same thing.
Probably.
He's got to be.
Wow, Mitchell is tripling in from the inside.
From the inside is ridiculous, and then the quad we saw
the
too.
Quad outside, yep. Both those lines are huge.
Racing out front has just been fantastic, just absolutely phenomenal.
And honestly, I didn't expect a battle for the lead at 17 minutes in. You know,
especially with how Moto 1 went. We had such a runaway, and the battle was for the rest of the box. You kind of thought like maybe that was the way it would be, or maybe at some point you would see Mitchell run away with it. As Martin makes a little mistake in the S-turns.
Yeah, the S-turns has been the most problematic spot, I think, on the whole track.
Yes.
But it's the most unique spot because it is a little bit more of a technical area on the track. So, and it also splits up group, you know what I mean? Some have to go one way, some go the other.
And it has a lot to do with corner speed and like your turning power. How much like torque you have in your turning. That really shows off what some of these guys' settings are, and it may have forced some of them to change.
Did you see Martin almost get landed on by that lapper right there?
Yeah, that
was
lapper.
Way too close.
It's real close up here.
Honestly, though, you know, bravo to everybody out here in the top 10. Fantastic ride for them. Clint Martin looking solid. Mitchell, once again, though, just putting down the fastest laps of the day. It's looking so easy over that section right there. Triple, or actually triple, quad, triple.
Yeah, Tyler making the pass for second after Martin goes down. So Martin must have been pushing a little too much, I would guess, to try to make a move back up to Colton. Colton is not the rider that they should have let get out front.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to shut it down for them. If he gets comfortable, he's got a 2:04 fast lap time, and his slower lap times are still as competitive as the top lap times of the amateur class and the top 10 of these guys. Like, he's not the guy to let get out front this late in the race for sure.
Yeah, it's just amazing to watch this ride. I'm actually going to go on board with him for a second.
Tripling in from the inside every time. That's just so impressive in that roller section.
And
the tripling from the outside.
How smooth he is. Like his transition from turn to just normal to just any of the bumps he's taken. Like it looks like it's nothing to him at all.
that's just like the real characteristics of these top tier pros. You know, like it just shows you the kind of things that we're not doing. You know, like the guys that aren't those next level riders, like you, especially going on board with this and watching in the first person, you see things that you're just like, wow, I understand the mechanics of it because I play the game, but I can't do that.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I don't.
I feel like in the 2 to 3 years I've been playing this game, I should be more to this point, but it shows how much of a gap you still have from the speed these pros can carry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially names like Hunter Root, Tyson Fresquez, and Fieldberg.
yeah.
Like, watching those three is the most enjoyable thing in this game because just lap after lap of perfection. But at the same time, I can't say anything bad about Mitchell right now. I mean, the 204 lap
he's
time
holding
tonight,
it down right
just
now.
going.
Impressive.
He's 8-second lead almost now, and wow, just doing what he needs to make this happen. He's about to go 1-1 for the weekend, and I don't know. That's an amazing ride.
Martin went down chasing Lewis. Lewis made the pass for second, and Martin went down in third. He's still in third, but Blakely is starting to creep up a little bit in fourth. He made the pass on Zars after they got... I don't know what exactly happened. I was trying to figure it out, but like Zars and I think Guido and possibly Furzaka got together in the S-turn. There was like 3 riders that went down, and then Blakely made the pass out of like 7th. So he just got a nice Christmas gift and to make it up to 4th now. Zars is in 5th, Guido 6th, and Furzaka 7th. So these points are going to be ridiculous. And now we got, who'd that just go down?
That was a lapper, I think.
Oh,
yeah, it was a lapper.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So Blakely's in the rollers. Zars isn't too far behind. So what are we at? Probably about 20 minutes. We're probably hitting the white flag this next lap.
21, probably one more lap and white flag, I think. Or maybe at the end of this lap might be white flag. We shall see. Laps are usually about a 2-minute lap.
Oh,
so,
Martin's down. We got third place down.
Oh, man. Yep, and there goes Blakely.
Yeah, Blakely making the pass for third.
And
Blakely
Zar's right here, too.
Blakely ended up finishing Moto 1. I thought it was somewhere in the top 5.
It was top 5. Actually, I think it was 5th, actually.
And Zar's getting tangled up. Who's that? And Guido's creeping up now in 6th place. Guido's creeping up on this battle. And the lapper, this is the lapper that almost had that encounter with Martin, I think.
Going quad in from the inside.
Oh,
Cased a little bit.
Goodness.
But, yeah, he made it work. Jumping off the side of the jump. Crazy riding. Went back in for a second, and Guido back there just throwing it, whipped huge over that jump.
Just Mitchell just did a 206, as is just a casual lap time.
Yeah, just no big.
12-second lead now over Tyler Lewis. Chase Blakely sliding into that 3rd place. Looks pretty comfortable actually, because it looks like Martin has made a bunch of mistakes since that pass went down at a 6.5-second deficit in 4th. Martin's not going to be happy about that. That's another person I can say is got to have some unnice words about his ride.
Yep, definitely.
Because he was running a 1st place spot, and like we're saying, these guys put so much time into this that they know where they can run. They know what they're comfortable with doing. So when they don't get the results they feel that they can do, they're upset just like any other person in any other sport. You put a bunch of time and effort into something, you don't perform to where you feel like you are, you're probably not going to be too happy with it. But much respect and congratulations to Clint Martin. You've been running a fantastic race up in the top 3. You're in 4th place now in the pro race. So no bad words from any of us.
Yeah, definitely. And Hamilton right now in the back of Furzaka checking in. This is back for 7th. They're not too far out of the top. And we are on the final lap now, going back out front. Let's take a quick look. Mitchell sitting at a 15-second lead. So more than likely going to do a perfect 1-1 for the week. Looks like Lewis still in 2nd up here. Blakely way behind. Martin not too far from Blakely. A whole section, but anything could happen as Martin almost goes down. Zars back here still. Zars having a good ride again. Guido had a great ride Moto 1 for Zaka. A lot of the guys from Moto 1 having a pretty decent ride here tonight.
Yeah, top 10s, like, they're getting in the top 10 both motos for sure. Some of them even top 5s. I'm just not as skilled at keeping track of all the motos. That'll come with the time, I suppose. But yeah, seeing a lot of the same names in the top 10, top 3, top 5. So a lot of consistency being shown on this track. Especially with rides like...
As you're saying that, rides like Mitchell getting the win here, going 1-1 for round 1 of St. Jude. 50 points, perfect week. Crazy.
Like Mitchell, that's what I was gonna say. When you got rides like Mitchell, where you're coming back in your second moto from way behind, that just shows the level of consistency he's putting down out here.
I bet you in-game chat is going nuts over his ride today. Second is going to go to Lewis. Oh, Blakely gets contacted with, not sure who that is.
Martin
is
that
right
gap.
there. Yep, here we go. Martin is going to get passed on the inside.
Go.
That was nice. And is that Guido right there? Nope.
He's going to take him wide.
Blakely
takes him wide and takes himself.
And
no.
Zars is right here now, too.
Gonna pick up. Oh no, Martin is not gonna be happy about that.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna say something about that right after this.
Yeah, so Blakely coming in and finishing off the podium.
Yep, and Zars here and Martin. That was absolutely a takeout.
Yeah, absolutely, no questions. That was not kid gloves at all.
I mean, though, at the same time, final lap.
Yeah, right there. Clint Martin said, "Nice, Blakely," in the game chat.
Guido gonna go
Guido coming in
sixth. Nice whip over the finish line too.
Yeah, beautiful. For Zaka coming in the seventh.
Hamilton launching the finish. He landed that into the rut. I don't know how he landed that. He like landed on the downside of the inside of the rut and railed it 180 back. I don't even know. I'm aliens. So Power's gonna get 9th, and Pearson trying to get this final. Where is he going? I don't think he wanted the final spot. Is it gonna go to Eklund? What's happening here?
What?
Oh, and Eklund's gonna get passed by Heckman. Good little battle here between... Oh, it's so close landing. Oh, and the pass back by Eklund, but it's not going to stick quite right. Here goes Heckman. Is he not? No, he's not. Wow, Eklund's going to take 11th, Heckman 12th.
Heckman throwing a 1080.
And it looks like our final rider on the track right now is going to be White, is going to be guaranteed a 13th at the end of this moto. And we'll wait for cuts to come in and see how everything goes. Of course, this is unofficial results. Looks like it's probably going to be the same, but a couple of them were pretty close. Might have a cut or two.
I gotta wait for those cuts to come in to get those closer to official results. Oh, chat is going hamburgers right now.
And there we go, across the line. Let's see if any cuts are in. Looks like pretty much the same, but let's see. Mitchell going to take the win. 1-1. Lewis, Blakely, Zars, Martin, Guido. And then a cut here. Hamilton, watch it take 7th. Rizaka gets 8th. 9th is going to go to Powers. And 10th is going to go to Pearson. Definitely going to have to keep an eye on that. Actually, didn't even get a chance to do it. And that should be all racing for tonight, actually. I'm pretty sure. Not sure what this lineup is right now, but that should be everything. That should be...
The Consi race.
Now we're doing the Consi. Yeah. We had scripts backwards for the night. Well, that just shows what happens either way, but that's an interesting way to end it. But again, to everybody out there watching tonight, thank you for being a part of round 1. Of course, round 2 we'll have Friday night next week, 9 p.m. Eastern with round 2 by Vidos. I'm excited to see how that track goes after tonight's racing. Thank you to our sponsors, of course, everybody. We had Vlast MX, sorry, had to think for a second. Heckman Productions, FFMX, Race Factory, Race Tech, everybody else out there, and thank you all for hanging out. We raised $915 tonight, guys. That's amazing. Can't believe we went that far. Before we head out, I always like to ask for my co-host, anything you want to say tonight before we head out?
Oh, I just want to say thank you, Moto Go-Go, for having me. Thank you to all the riders that came. Thank you to everyone in the chat that's been hanging out and has been bench racing and throwing stats and helping us out with the things that we've been saying. Like, this has been awesome. This has been super duper awesome. And like I said, I will be involved in any way, shape, or form that I can in all the upcoming races in this series because this has been a blast. So seriously, thank you so much. And I guess I'll do a teeny little plug. If you think I'm funny or you like hearing my voice, you know where to find me. Over on YouTube is my channel. I'm sure it will be associated with the video when it's up there. So check me out if you want. Once again, thank you, Moto Go-Go, for giving me the opportunity to hang out with you and to call some races, man.
Oh, gladly. Thank you for coming in and filling in for a last-minute co-host. We kind of had to scramble for that one. But again, everybody, if you do wish to, for any more last little bits tonight, donations are open all the way through the end of this month. We're doing for St. Jude. We got plenty of time. Trying to hit 5,000 as a goal. And right now, almost 1,000 week 1. It is possible. So again, to everybody out there, see you next Friday and maybe possibly tomorrow night for some more streaming. Night, everybody.